Welcome everybody to Tuesday night. I'm your host MC Toon, and I'm outside. Look at this. I'm in Florida. There it is. That's the beach. And I hope you can hear me fine. If you can hear me, let me know. I've got Vince, and there are some people around, some kids around. Well, hopefully, hopefully their talking isn't too much of a distraction. Welcome, Vince.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so I'm in Florida, Pensacola Beach.
All right.
And there's some people kicking around still, but as it gets darker, they'll probably be less people.
Yeah, the sun is leaving your area soon, right?
It is
traveling away.
The sun has set over the edge of the globe.
Yeah, it's traveling away. No, it's traveling. But hey, listen, I want to say, nice intro. You got some good taste in metal.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, so that's good at least.
All right, well, Vince, I don't know if people know you.
Probably not.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm I do reactions. I'm a music composer. I'm a singer. I'm also a philosopher. I'm a free thinker, and I'm a creative mind. And this whole flat Earth thing, is fairly new to me. But as with everybody else, I was ridiculing it when I heard about it, and not anymore, McToon. Not anymore, because once you learn the truth, there is no going back. Yeah, that's right.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I know. You probably heard it before, but it's true. You ain't going back, man. Listen, hold on, McToon. Let me tell you this. You think it's fun to be ridiculed this way? No, it ain't fun. It ain't fun at all. You don't gain anything on it. I mean, of course, there might be some people that do it for gain or something, but those of us who doesn't do it for gain and just are in search for the truth, we don't gain nothing but ridicule. And I must say, McToon, on your side, your people, you're very, kind of douchey. If I'm gonna have to be honest, you know what I mean?
Coming from the side that has Nathan Oakley, you don't have a whole lot of say.
I don't know if what was his name again?
Nathan Oakley.
Okay, Nathan Oakley. Oh, that's the British guy, right?
He is British.
Okay, I'll agree. I agree. That guy is pretty douchey. I agree on that.
There you go.
Yeah, but that's one guy. Who's the next one? Can you name another one?
Flat Earth Millionaire.
I don't know about that guy.
Yep, douchey. Sean Hibbler, douchey. Santos Bonacci, douchey.
Santos is not douchey. He's a kind guy.
Oh no. He's the opposite of kind in every way.
But maybe he's like a mirror. I'm like a mirror. Like if you're kind.
What about Caleb? Douchey.
Caleb. I don't know. Douchey. I'm not aware of Caleb.
Oh yeah.
No.
All the douche flirts on X or Twitter or Twix, as some people have said, they're douchey.
How many of those are plants, though? You don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. They're so douchey.
They might be on your side. They might be on your side, McToon, making it look like we are douches. You know what I mean? Who knows?
I mean, people, you don't need that. They don't need your help.
They do. Because most of us, I'm not douchey. I'm like a mirror, McToon. If you're good to me, I'm good to you. You know what I mean? Right. But if you're an asshole, I will double the asshole.
There's Flatsoid. There's D-Mock. There's who's the other D-Mock that's just as interrupty. From who's an English teacher in Japan, douchey.
Okay, I don't know who that is. What do you think about Flat Earth Dave?
Douchey.
Nah, come on, man.
He's a scammer.
He's as nice as they come.
He's a scammer.
Come on, man.
I shook his hand. I heard it because my hands are strong and his are dainty.
Yeah, I heard about him saying that. He's like, I didn't like his energy. He's like, I didn't like McToon's energy.
It's this right here. It's this crush. I mean, I wasn't trying, but apparently me not trying, and then his fingers just crumbled. I don't know. He's got some bone disease or something, maybe.
But is that true though? Are you a douchebag, or are you kind of deep down inside?
I was nice to him. I gave him. I mean, I gave him an olive branch here when I came up to him in Tennessee there, and I'm like, hey, how you doing, Dave? Just right, because we've had some going back and forth. And I'm like, how you doing? And talking to him, shook his hand. Wasn't trying to do anything. He didn't recognize me because my glasses were off. I only read
Yeah, he
my.
said that. You're
I
like
only
Clark
need my
Kent.
glasses to read. Yeah, and then he's like, "Who are you?" I go. He goes, "McToon," and then he got angry, and then he's like, "I got to take a selfie instantly." Selfie. I'm like, "Hey,
All right,
you got to
that's
get a
good
selfie with
promotion.
me, I guess.
It's good
Yeah.
promotion for you. Huh?
I don't know.
So going back to it though, so we don't gain anything by saying we're flat earthers. You
Yeah.
don't gain it. I don't gain jack. And I know your crowd is probably making fun of me as we speak, and that's all fine because I'm
so
ready.
far in the chat that they're giving you a chance.
All right, but soon that will change. But I'm ready for that. I'm ready, and I'm cool with that. I see this as a dance. You're my dance partner. I'm your dance partner right now. And
I'm not that much into dancing, and
oh, but
dancing. And Vince, I don't know
figure
if
of
we know each
speech.
other well enough to dance.
We can get to know each other, during this time, and then eventually we can slow dance to a good
I
song.
don't know about that.
A good song, from the
I'm
90s.
comfortable right now.
Yeah, you are, right?
From the night. Wait, what '90s song were you thinking of?
Maybe some Brian Adams, one of those slow, everything I do
Yeah,
it for you.
good thing I'm outside.
What? Isn't that a good song? Come on, man.
No,
Come
nothing from Brian Adams. No.
Not even in the 90s. Okay, well, hold on. No. What is your favorite era of music?
Metal.
You have good taste in riffs.
Metal.
Okay. What do you think about Old Sepultura? Do you know about Old Sepultura?
Oh, I like Sepultura. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff.
Arise, Beneath the Remains, Chaos AD. With Roots, they start to go down in the 1996 era.
I can't name any songs by them, but I've heard them. Yeah.
Master of Puppets, Metallica, Slayer, a little bit. Good shit.
Megadeth over Metallica.
No way.
Oh yeah.
On my music channel, we have this debate all the time: Megadeth versus Metallica.
It's not a
and
debate.
I say, listen, it is a debate.
It's Megadeth or Megadeth.
They only got. Yeah, my favorite song by them is Symphony of Destruction.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Metallica.
All of Rust in Peace. All of it. Holy Wars Punisher 2 gives me shivers every time.
They might have a riff here and there, but the song is not good overall. Like Metallica, they can nail a song from the beginning to an end.
All right. If you say.
All right. So,
now, where are you? People, where on the globe are you located at the moment?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Sweden. I'm in Sweden. I'm a Persian in Sweden. I came to Sweden when I was 3 years old, and but I'm a Swedish guy, but I'm really Persian.
Okay, so Persian, is that you're from Iraq?
No, Iran.
Iran. Okay.
I know it's hard. You mix it up, Iran. Who gives a fuck?
Where's the border? Is Iran the border of Persia? Is that it?
Persia, they used to be called Persia back in the days, but now it's called Iran. So Iran is quite a big country, so it got like a border to Iraq, but also to maybe Afghanistan and some other countries and stuff like that. But it's a huge country, which has several seasons, by the way. Like it can have winter and summer and all that stuff in one country. It was a pretty good country before it got taken over by, the religion.
Yeah. There's a truck right there.
Yeah, somebody's shining a light on you. You see, hold on. Ross, I almost called you Ross. It's because I streamed with Ross. You know Ross, my guy.
Ross Perry?
Ross. No, Ross Real Offended. The guy you muted, which was a douchey move. That was the first time I really saw you, McToon. I was like, man, this guy's a douche. I'm telling you to the face. I'm a direct guy, I'm like, why? He muted him for an hour or something. I know Ross can be a lot.
I was trying to talk. He didn't want to hear. I'm like, what are we going to do? There's no point.
Hey, listen, right? I'm ready for you doing that on me too. I'm ready for that. I'm ready.
If you want to have a two-way conversation, then yeah, but I mean, he didn't want to have a two-way conversation. Right.
All right, but do you see behind yourself? Do you see how quickly it became dark? And we've been speaking for like 10 minutes. Isn't that a little bit odd?
I think it's completely normal since the sunset, which is impossible on flat Earth.
Oh, really? Really? I have some stuff I want to, go through with you.
Okay.
And mainly,
well, maybe you could tell me, using flat Earth, I'm in
Yeah.
Pensacola, Florida, Pensacola Beach. So using flat Earth, what time should the sun have set today here? So I can
On
tell
that,
you
I don't
using the
know.
globe.
I'm not, yeah, you can tell
I
me
can
on
tell
that,
you
but
using the
I don't
globe
know on that.
was 5:45.
Okay, but let me ask you this. I don't know about that. You might school me on that stuff. I'm just gonna throw you weird stuff, okay? And I want you
Okay.
to try to explain them.
I do like Weird Al. So
Yeah, he was good in the 80s. He became a little bit cringy later. But uh but okay. You know the North Pole. Why does
yes,
the North Pole have less ice than the South Pole? Because I got a ball right here. I know you guys like balls, you know. You like them. You like them balls right there.
you're the one holding them.
I know, but I have to demonstrate to the ball lovers, you know.
You're the one
You guys
talking
love
about
it.
them.
I don't
All
care
right.
about the ball. Okay, so you got the ball right here, right? So,
There you go.
North Pole, South Pole. So, when it's tilting, the North Pole
It's always
is now.
tilted.
What do you mean it's always tilted?
It's always
Not
tilted.
always. No. What do you mean?
It's always tilted.
That's not what I heard. Is
You
it always
heard
like
wrong,
this?
then. It's always
Is it
tilted.
always like this?
Always.
Like fixed? Fixed.
Yeah. I mean, there's a multi-thousand-year variation, but it's generally year to year, it's always the same. Close enough. When you're getting into arc seconds, you can measure tilt variation, but yeah, it's
That
common.
sounds odd.
Sorry,
That sounds odd.
my wife set dinner with me.
Yeah. Yeah, you
All
can
right.
eat. You can eat. But
All
that's
right.
not what I. Yeah.
So the tilt. So
Okay. Yeah.
take my head to be the sun, right? The tilt is that way, right?
Yeah.
And then 6 months later, the tilt is. I can't make my hand go. It's still the same direction.
Okay.
There's not an annual wobble of 23.5 degrees.
Okay. Then I've heard it wrong. Then I've heard
Well,
it wrong because
did
I've
the
heard
weird go out the window now?
Yeah, maybe a little bit if what you're saying is true. But then I got this. Then
Okay.
let me show you. No, I didn't get the sound to work, but
You can share. It's not
No,
too
this
hard
is-
in the Streamlab.
no, this is way more efficient. Hold on, because
All
then you
right.
have to like allow me to share and stuff like that. This is way more efficient. Let me just reduce it. Hold on. Okay. So they say here in this picture that
So
you know
because of
yeah.
StreamYard, not all of it is showing. I just
Oh,
see
okay.
half of it, probably.
Don't you have the option to put it on you know, the squares, the regular squares?
There we go.
Hold on.
There, now they
Yeah,
can see
way
all of
better.
your screen.
Yeah, way better.
I suppose I can pin you even. There. Now it's just you. They see just you.
Yes, that's great. But you know, in this picture, they're basically saying on the tilt, the equator always being warm doesn't really make sense, but it does on a flat plane. What do you have to say about that?
All right. So just to be clear, that's the map that you think is the correct map?
I don't know, but
Okay,
I think
then
probably
hold on.
because
If that's not the right map, then don't be showing this picture right now.
no.
So I'm going to stick you to this map later. This is your map if you bring it up now.
Okay,
Because I'm going to test your map later. You're going to
I'll stick
squirm
to
when
it.
you're going to say it's not my map. Right?
Well, I can't be 100% sure because I haven't seen the real map, but I do have something backing it up, which is the UN and the WHO. They're all using this map pretty much, right?
They use a logo. It's called a logo, not a map when they use
Yeah,
it.
but why are they using it, McDoon?
But because it's a logo and it shows all the countries of the world that are
Okay,
in the UN.
But couldn't you do that with the regular, you know, map? Just place all the continents in like a circle.
Yes, so they had to choose. So whatever people in some meeting sometime in the whatever, they're
Very
like, hey,
convenient.
what do we use for our logo? Like, well,
Very
we could use a Mercator projection. Like, well, that makes Africa look too small in comparison to, you know, Europe and North America. And like, yeah, that's all right. So that's not good. What if we use you know, the one that's got slices along it, you know? where it's got like a slice where North America is, and then it cuts it between North America and Asia. They're like, that's all chopped up. It's inconsistent. We could use that. Well, then
Okay.
that's a little difficult. And which one do we put in the middle? Then does the one in the middle get more emphasis? When you do
Is that
that,
all? Is that
you do the
important
AE.
though? Yeah.
No, but they're sitting in a meeting, a bunch of bureaucrats sitting in a meeting talking for probably days or months or years about it. And they're like, well, all right, so what if we do this one? There's nobody in the middle of the AE projection from the globe, because it's the North Pole, which has no land. Okay, well that kind of satisfies a little bit of something. And the distortions make the northern portions look smaller, so Africa doesn't get shortchanged, and Africa doesn't go far enough south to really get blown out a whole bunch, but Australia does. But they're like, whatever, we'll take that. It's a trade-off.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Okay. Okay, Toon. What about that model that got every continent looking like they are looking on the official map?
The official map is the official map is a globe. That's the only
but
one.
that's
the one without distortion.
I know, but there is one circle they have where they have all the continents in that circle. Have you seen that one? There's a circle, kind of like a ellipsoid, kind of a.
And azimuthal equidistant projection from the globe. That one.
And I don't know what it's called, but it's basically in a circle. They got all the continents looking like they look on the official map.
What official map?
Tell us.
There's no official map.
But this, looking like
the
this.
Globe.
Hold on, maybe I can. Yeah, the globe. Yeah, maybe I can pull it up. Hold on. Globe map. All continents. I don't know.
Got me some.
I know I've seen it. Oh yeah, like this one. Like this one.
Oh, okay, yeah. That distorts things. It puts Africa in the middle.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. It's the globe.
Well,
you want to include.
You asked why.
Globe.
I gave you why.
Yeah. All right.
You weren't on the committee. Next time the decision is up to update their logo, you can petition to have yourself on the committee. Being a Persian in Sweden, they'll be like, oh, he's a
let's
man.
Listen to him.
He's a man who's been around.
Yeah, let's listen to that guy. Yeah. Okay. You can I ask you? Do you believe in a creator? No, sure. I'm not religious, by the way. I want to say that because everybody thinks a flat earther is automatically a Christian or something like that.
So you don't mind if I'm eating pork?
I don't care. You do what you do.
Okay, good.
Oh, you thought I was a Muslim? No.
I don't know. That's why I was at first. I'm like, should I not? But my friend Neriel is from Israel, and he's like, I don't care. So
yeah, I mean, we got a free will for a reason. Everybody does what they do, as long as they don't hurt anybody.
Are you an atheist?
Yeah, interesting. I used to be for most of my life until 6-7 years ago or something. I used to be an atheist.
Okay.
Main reason. Oh yeah. Did you say something? No. Okay, I thought you said so. The main reason I was an atheist is because I didn't really believe in religion, and I don't know if I still, can believe any religion. But I wanted to believe in a creator, but I could never solve the question that usually comes, which is, if there is a creator, who created that creator? Who created that and who created that? The endless loop kind of a thing. Therefore, when I couldn't solve that question, I became an atheist. And I will tell you this: atheism is not a good thing now that I look back at it, because it feeds your ego. It becomes like, okay, there is no creator, do what you want. And when you do what you want, you kind of become like a douchebag. But let me tell you this though, I solved the question about the creator. And you might laugh at me, and I understand, but I solved it. Do you know how I solved it? Okay, I'll tell you how. no thing created the creator. The creator has always existed in a endless stream of time, which means no beginning and no end, which means it never got created or destroyed. But it created a limit to time for us in this reality, because I believe this is a virtual reality. It works exactly in the same manner as a virtual reality. So we got a beginning and an end. So we try to apply that to the creator, which is outside of this whole reality, and it doesn't even apply to that creator. So, but that's all we know. So we try to say, who created the creator? Nothing created the creator. And once I realized that, I was like, of course there is a creator, because how can all of this come from nothing? Like, there is an intelligence behind all of this. And to think there isn't is ridiculous, in my opinion. That's what I think. And ever since that, I now fully believe in a creator, and I believe we're just having an experience here, and we might have been here many times before. You might have been a flat earther once in a time, and now it's your turn to be a glober in this reality too.
I don't know what you mean by that. But...
Well, I mean that you might have existed in a different body and been a different person in the past, and now you're just taking this.
Are you talking reincarnation now?
Yes.
Okay.
Why, you don't believe in reincarnation?
Not my thing.
Why not, if I may ask?
I don't know. Not my thing.
Okay, fine. So yeah. Therefore, to me, knowing that there is a creator now, and also seeing, let me just tell you what I saw, the first evidence of flat Earth. And you're probably gonna laugh at that, but it was the boat showing up, where once before I thought once the boat was out of my sight, that was behind the curve, which is absolute BS. We can see it now with the technology we got now in our hands for a change. And that is why flat Earth is growing, Mike Toon. So seeing that boat, I was like, dude, what the hell? I haven't even looked into this. And then I started to look into it more and more and more, seeing more and more stuff. And frankly, Mike Toon, all we get from you guys is a bunch of measurements and stuff like that. We don't really see real evidence.
Actual measurements. Actual measurements are real evidence. That's.
Well, you can probably come.
So now I am. You noticed it. I'm in Florida. Behind me is water.
Behind you is complete darkness.
And well, you can't see it now, but yeah, there's the Gulf of Mexico. So I'm on an island in the Gulf of Mexico, and I have a P1000.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing that's never happened, I've never once seen a video of a boat going over the curve and then zoom bringing it back. I have seen videos where a boat is too small to see and then you zoom in on it, but it was never behind the curve. So behind the curve, for reference, you need to actually be behind the curve. So here I have a jar of ranch, okay? And here I have a book, King Crew's book, Baby Loves Gravity.
Mm-hmm.
It's even signed for King Crew.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So nice. This is not behind the curve. And if I were to have somebody run it out this way until this was too small to see, it would not be over the curve as long as this orientation was the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this over the curve is this. You see the bottom? Do you see the bottom?
Yeah. No, I mean, no.
Yeah,
I don't see the bottom.
Now, do you see the bottom half?
No.
Okay. Now, do you see any of the jar?
I see the lid.
Do you see the jar?
No.
Okay. And now, do you see the lid?
No.
Okay, that's behind the curve. Okay.
Sure.
So,
yeah,
not behind, getting obstructed, completely obstructed. That's what I mean when I say obstructed by the horizon. I don't mean too small to see. So, what video did you see, or what did you personally do, or whatever you were talking about,
Yeah.
where something was behind the curve and then Zoom brought it back? Do you have that? Can you play that?
Yeah, a bunch of stuff. Hold on. I got it here. Hold on. Take a look at this. Probably seen this. I don't know, but
That table
basically
that table has a when they roll the go up to where they roll the car across it.
Hold on.
You can see the car. Yeah, right there. Yeah, when the car gets to the there's a junction in that table. You can see when the car gets to the junction. And
well, are you saying that table is not flat, or what are you saying here?
Correct. The table's not flat. You can tell because the car gets to the crease, the crack in the table.
But the thing is, though, this does happen on other surfaces as well.
But when you use that, what you're saying is that it needs a curve because that table's curved.
Well, I had another one.
Scrub until you get to where the car. Scrub till you get to the car rolling, and then where you can see how it clicks across the gap in the table there, and it starts to angle down.
Yeah, hold on. Twitter is messing up. But I had another one that showed.
Hold on, no. Let's do this one. You brought it up. I want you to get to where the car hits the crack in the table there between the leaves. I don't know. Sometimes they edit the video so that it takes out that part. That's the giveaway.
Okay, but I have seen another one where there is a guy who puts a coin on the other end of the table.
Yeah, and you can see the edge of the table.
You couldn't see the coin, but once you zoomed in, you could see the coin.
Here, I'll show you. See this? Do you see the edge of the book here? Yeah, you can always see the edge of the table. You can always see it. The camera is always lower than the table. When I go to the ocean, the Gulf, right behind me. Oh, there you got to the part where you.
Hold on, should I rewind that? Hold on.
Yeah, does he bring it back now?
It's staying over there. But if he were to zoom that in, that car would have.
Oh, here comes.
Yeah, I don't see what you're saying.
You can see right there. It's not a flat table.
Hold on.
Okay. So again, you have to not. All right. I was saying when I'm at the ocean here, when I'm at the Gulf, and I'm standing at the water, and I get down real close to the water. I'm waist deep in the water. I see the surface of the water with the camera. Always see the surface. So if your demonstration shows the edge of the table, then that's not what we see at the ocean, because that would be partially underwater. That's what the edge of the table would mean, that the camera has to be partially submerged. And that's not what we see at the ocean. We see the whole surface of the water. We don't see the edge here, right? So you have to see the whole surface of the water.
But when we see street lights, they all go down like to the middle of your vision.
Due to perspective. And how far away does a street light needs to be on a perfectly flat surface for half of the light to be obstructed by the flatness?
No idea.
Due to the law of perspective, that can never happen. There is always an angular gap between the surface of the road and the light. Due to perspective. Maybe due to some magical thing, something else, but due to perspective, that's not how it works. There's always a gap. And I can tell you if I know the height of the light and if the road was actually truly flat, what you know, any distance away, what that angular size would be with the angular size formula. Just solving triangles.
Okay, what about this one where you can see the sun? You can see the sun just disappearing. Hold on, here. Right here. It is, right? Yeah. So let me fast forward.
Yeah, so we're seeing the glare. Put a solar filter on that.
Yeah, but there is a limit to how far we can see. You know,
No,
like there's
put
a
a solar
limit to
filter.
it.
So right where you paused it there, and with the solar filter, the sun isn't a circle, but because of the camera and because of the brightness of it in comparison to the rest of it, the camera just images a circle.
So are you saying
The
the
camera
sun
that I
is not
have,
a circle? Yeah.
no, the sun is partially obstructed by the horizon there. I'm saying that also I have a solar filter for the camera. And today I was doing this. Yesterday I was hanging out with the family. I don't know. We'll see if tomorrow is suited for getting the sunset with the solar filter and the P1000.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, you need to, and people are saying in the chat that it's it's out of focus. Also, hold on. This is a good. Where did it go?
Yes.
Where did it go? There it is. All right, hold on. Where is my baguette, Vince?
Ah, I make bread, right? I make a very nice pizza for you, like a
You gotta do
flat
this.
Earth.
You gotta do
Like
this.
like
There
a
you
flat
go.
Earth, it is a plane. Why do you call a planet a plane? Plane with a T, right? Why airplane? Why do you say airplane, right? Yeah, you know what's up. Hey, listen, I
I think
welcome.
it's the hat. It's the hat.
Yeah, I say I look like a French painter, you know, a gay one. But yeah, that's right. Listen, I love making people laugh. So, you know, I really do. I'm not just saying that. Because laughter is actually good for your spirit and your body,
My
you know?
spirit has been improved. Thank you for that.
Yes. And I'm happy to give that to you. But let me say this. Thunders. You know thunders. Thunderbolt. What is it
Yeah.
called?
Yep. It was
Thunderbolt.
1990 AC/DC album.
Yeah. Thunderbolt.
No, it
Why
was
it? Yeah.
no, it wasn't Thunderbolt. It was Thunderbolt is the plug-in from Apple.
Okay.
Yeah, Thunderstruck is what you're thinking
Yeah,
of.
Thunderstruck. Yeah. But you know
1990
the lightning, you know,
AC/DC.
the thunder, the thing.
Yeah, okay.
Why does it echo? Ah! Because, hold on, Toon, hold on. For there to be an echo, there needs to be something to bounce off. So, the claim here is, I got a video on this, a short one. The claim here is that there is a firmament which
Well,
makes
yeah.
the sound bounce.
Let's test this a little bit then. Okay, let's do let's do a little science here. It might be uncomfortable for you, but okay.
Yeah.
Where it's important where the thunder is originating, right? So if you're hearing thunder, it's within a couple hundred miles of you. What do you think is the outside limit of being able to hear thunder for how far away it is from you?
No idea.
No idea.
I really don't. I
Well,
have zero idea of that.
well, let's do this. Sound travels at about 750 rough miles an hour, about 1,000 kilometers an hour. This is really rough numbers. So let's say 1,000 kilometers an hour. And according to the map that you brought up earlier, the diameter of the flat Earth is 40,000 kilometers. Okay. And that's because the distance from the North Pole to the equator is 20,000 kilometers.
Okay.
Right. Sorry, 10.
I'll trust you. Yeah, I'll trust you on
10,000
that.
kilometers.
Yeah.
That was from well, being a Frenchman, that was the original definition of the meter.
Yeah.
Right? The original
Okay.
definition of the meter is the distance from the North Pole to the equator through France. The French had to have it go through France, and they said, all right, it's going to be 10,000 kilometers, which is 10 million meters, and that's how they defined the original length of the meter. So if you are on flat Earth, and let's say you're in Sweden,
Let's say
right,
that.
and the lightning is at least no more than a single hour distance away from you at the speed of sound, which is probably a pretty ridiculous distance. But let's say it's no less or no more than 1,000 kilometers away. And we're being very generous.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So now you've got the sound originating on the surface of the flat Earth going toward you, less than 1,000 kilometers, right? But then it's got to go to the other side of flat Earth, bounce off the dome, and then come back to you to hear the echo, right?
But why don't you go up? Because you went backwards.
Oh, up. Oh.
Yeah, because...
That's a good idea. Does sound travel through not air? Like if there's not air, does sound... Okay.
If there is no air, then there is no sound.
Okay, so how far up is the dome?
No idea.
Okay, well, would you say it's less than 100 kilometers or more than 100 kilometers?
I don't know. You tell me.
I personally have gone to a rocket launch where I filmed with my phone, the actual phone that's right here, and saw with my eyes the rocket, and it was over 100 kilometers that separation, right in that vicinity. Okay. Now, at 100 kilometers, there isn't enough air to sustain flight. Right? There's so little air that you can't sustain flight, which means also that there's so little air that sound won't travel. So beyond that, which who knows how far, how much farther, according to you, you don't even know, is the dome, right? An unknown distance more than that, where there isn't enough air, basically for almost anything to happen, certainly not enough to maintain flight. So how is sound going up when it gets to a vacuum enough that it won't propagate sound?
Well, maybe it doesn't go that far to where there is no more air, because maybe where the air starts to, diminish, maybe that's where it starts to bounce back.
It bounces off the nothing instead of the dome?
Whatever that is.
But it changes. You came into this talking about it bouncing off the dome, and now it's bouncing off the nothing.
Well, yeah, I mean, there is still a dome there, but
past the nothing. So you got air, you got nothing, you got dome, and the sound bounces off the nothing and then comes back for an echo?
Yeah, I mean, come on, in all fairness, you guys believe there is a vacuum without any barrier. So, you guys believe in ridiculous shit too.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Nothing ridiculous about that. It's measured. And you can do it too. Do you have an iPhone?
I have Android.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I don't deal with Apple. Yeah.
Apologies to you there.
No,
well, anyway,
Apple sucks. Yeah.
I'm not going to do it on my phone right now because I'm actually live streaming through my phone.
Oh, really?
Well, you know what? Maybe I can. Hold on.
Okay.
So a vacuum, we don't claim perfect vacuum. What do we claim?
Claim that there is...
What's at 100 kilometers? What's at 100 kilometers up? What's our claim?
Claiming that there is some... I don't know. You tell me. You tell me what you're claiming. Yeah.
That there's significantly less pressure than there is here.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. So,
that is
true. without a container.
Yeah.
Okay. So at 100 kilometers, relative to where I am now, it's a vacuum. Because sort of. There is in the entire universe, we don't claim, and neither do you, that there's a perfect vacuum. So there's multiple definitions of vacuum. One of them being a significant reduction in pressure. So there is. So here is my phone right here. So at this, I'm going to have it right on the edge of the screen. The pressure is 1014.80 hectopascals.
Okay.
It's hard to see. Let me get it right.
Yeah.
It's hard to see. 1014, right? And now I
Yeah.
go up, increasing elevation. Let's see how far I need to go here. If I can get, there you go. 1014.77, 0.76 hectopascal. So it went down 0.04 hectopascal. So there's a pressure differential right here on screen, right? So
Yeah.
my claim is that there's a pressure differential that continues. That pressure differential that I just proved to you right now continues as you go higher. That's my claim. So I don't claim pressure next to a vacuum. I claim pressure constantly decreasing. And if you say that a vacuum is less pressure than some other place, then I just showed it there on screen. If you want to, there's some like more strict definitions of vacuum, like hard vacuum, soft vacuum being less than a certain pressure range, and that you can get to an airplane, you can get to a significant pressure differential. So that's all we claim. So it's not all that ridiculous. I just showed it to you.
Okay. I'll take that. Yeah. So what do you think about them saying the moon? I don't know if you heard about
It's
it.
made of cheese. I don't know. I hope it's blue. I like blue cheese. Stilton is a little too bluish for me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right?
But a couple of years ago, I think it was NASA of Europe or some shit like that. Can I say shit, by the way? I mean, I just said it, but
Well, I mean, if you have to, I prefer not to.
It's not good for the channel, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try to, But a couple of years ago, they said that they have discovered now that the moon is now under the atmosphere of the Earth.
Not. Did you read it?
They did.
Did you read? Did you read the?
I read it a couple of years ago.
The paper.
I read it.
Paper. All right, just a second. I got to put on my Bucky's long sleeve shirt. Hold on.
Okay, do it.
Are you a fan of Bucky's?
That.
Tell me how much you love Bucky's.
I don't even know what Bucky's is, man.
What do you think of Bucky's?
Is that the okay? That's pretty good.
Bucky's is a gas station. But it's a big gas station. Yeah, and so we go on vacation, and we take, you spend money to go to vacation, you go to some amusement parks, you go to some tourist destinations. We get back, we're like, hey kids, what was your favorite part of the trip?
And that was Bucky's.
Bucky's, a gas station. Now, if you've never been to Bucky's, that might sound really weird. If you have been to Bucky's, you can say, okay, I guess
what's so special about it?
It's the size of a Walmart.
Oh,
right?
Shit. Oh,
it's not a truck stop. They don't allow trucks in there, semis. And the bathrooms are the best bathrooms you've ever found. Basically, any public bathrooms ever.
What are you, George Costanza from Seinfeld, talking about? Hey, the bathrooms are fantastic, man. Yeah.
I think George would approve. So there's walls on both sides. You don't see anybody's feet, and nobody sees your feet.
Exactly. It goes,
there's a door. There's
ground.
a door in front of you. Nobody's like looking at you. You get to go in there, and you get to take care of business as God intended, all alone.
And that sounds like a nice place. Sounds like a nice place. Bucky's. I'll try to remember.
All right.
Remember that if I ever go to the US. We are now on this page where what is it?
I think we got off track.
Yeah, the European Space Agency.
That one. So all right. So ESA, that's not NASA.
It's some form of
no, it's not some form of NASA.
Well, hold on.
Space agency that's not NASA.
A recent discovery based on observations by ECA/NASA Solar Heliospheric Observation.
ESA?
ESA/NASA.
So if you read the whole thing, so that was a satellite that was out in the vicinity of the moon. It was looking at the specific wavelengths of light that were being emitted by the hydrogen particles in the vicinity of the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Those hydrogen particles had characteristics of hydrogen that had formerly been in Earth's atmosphere. So what they had found was that, to nobody's surprise, that some hydrogen atoms that were in the vicinity of the moon had formerly been in Earth's atmosphere, which makes perfect sense because hydrogen is the lightest element and therefore has the least attraction due to gravity because of its mass. So when it gets a certain velocity, it has an
Okay.
it's easier for hydrogen to escape the Earth than argon, for example. So
I mean, that all sounds nice, Mike Toon.
yeah,
That all sounds very nice and technical and all that stuff. But if I would flip it on you, let's say we were living in a time where everybody believed the Earth was flat, which reality kind of shows, when you look at it. I mean, with the eye, naked eye, it looks flat. You know what I mean? You can't deny that. It really looks flat.
but the sun sets, and you're like, oh, can't.
But it's not really though. Hold on, I'm gonna ask you about that. Hold on.
All right.
But let's say everybody was a flat earther, which there was a time in which everybody were, and then we got probably brainwashed to believe
They've got
this.
smart, figured things out. The sun sets.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, but let's say you were a flat earther, in that time. Let's play that, and then I came with my stuff, the things you guys are bringing up with the globe.
And your baguette and your
Yeah, with my baguette and all these numbers and these fancy words, hydrogen and stuff like that. You would not believe it, would you? You would say, "Get the hell out of here! What are you talking about? It's being a sphere."
No, I'd probably be like, I've been telling these crazies all the time that the sun sets. It's impossible on flat Earth. They just won't listen. You'd be like, brother, yay, baguette.
Okay, have you seen the sun? Like on
Yeah, just a little bit ago. Yeah, it was up in the sky.
You got a comedian career coming up, right? but yeah. So when it's summertime, I see the sun above my head. I have to
Not in
look
Sweden.
way up.
Not in Sweden, you don't.
Yeah, even in Sweden, it's incredible. For 2 weeks.
What's your latitude?
2 weeks. I don't know. We were very high on this supposed globe, or more into the center of the flat Earth.
But what's your latitude? All right, I'll pull it up for you.
Yeah.
Jeez. What? Don't give me exactly where you are. But
yeah, take it near Stockholm.
Stockholm. Okay.
Yeah. Take it near Stockholm.
Stockholm,
Sweden. Syndrome.
All right, Stockholm. You're sitting about 59 degrees north latitude, right close to 60. So
Okay.
when it's summertime,
Yes.
June,
When it is. Huh?
yeah, June 20, 21, 22, right in there at the summer solstice, the highest that the sun ever gets for you
Yeah.
is 31 degrees in elevation.
Yeah.
You know that? So it's never over. It's never that way. It's
But
never
it's
45 for
above
you.
my.
It's,
No,
it's
not
30,
45.
It's 30.
But,
It's 31. That's the highest.
But
it's
it's
the highest
still,
it ever gets for you.
I need to look up quite, high,
Yeah,
to
okay.
see it. So, but then when it becomes winter, I
Yeah.
see it way over there in the horizon.
Yeah,
Now,
it doesn't get as high. Yeah.
that to me says, if you're gonna buy the flat Earth model, that the sun is now, further away because it's over in the distance. And then in the summers when it's coming closer in the closer circle, it's now looking like it's above my head a little bit. Not exactly like 45, but that to me makes sense because
Now,
it's closer now.
what kind of? I mean, in Sweden, I don't know what's the educational system there like. Do you do trigonometry in high school?
They probably do, but I'm a artist. I don't care for brainwashing. I don't care for brainwashing. Yeah, I don't care for brainwashing. Yeah, you gotta have an open mind. Listen, hold on. Why don't you think that the elites of
I do think.
Yeah. Why don't you think that the elites of the world, like, that they would try to hide this from us? Why do you think that they would be honest about this?
They are honest
Why?
about it. It's a
Isn't
silly
that a
thing to
little
try
bit-
to hide.
Is it though? Because what do they go to war about? Like
Things other than the shape of the earth.
land, territory,
Yeah.
and resources.
Yeah, everybody wants Israel. Everybody wants Jerusalem.
Yeah, but the fact is, land and resources, that is what they're fighting about, right? So what if there are more land and stuff like that. They keep
Oh,
from us. Why
we
would
just
that
hit
be
the
a crazy
we
idea?
just we just hit the fourth law.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
The fourth law. So you say there's a dome, right?
Most likely, like a video
Where,
game. Yeah,
yeah,
there's a
where
limit.
does the dome come down?
I don't think. Oh yeah, I don't know if I necessarily believe that it's like a half circle thing. There might be just like a ceiling, like a straight ceiling, like a video game. Because
What keeps it
okay,
up? What keeps it up?
whatever the programmer, of this reality decided to keep it up.
The programmer.
Yeah, the programmer. Because have you tried VR, Tune? Yeah, why is that so ridiculous? Have you tried VR headsets?
I have. Do you know what I do?
I have no idea. Like
Okay.
I said, I saw you the first time with Ross.
Okay.
Real
Okay.
offended.
Yeah.
I know you're into the globe. I know that.
He was real offended. Okay. So all right. So all right. Anyway, yeah, do continue explaining to me
Yeah,
how software works.
yeah. I mean, I've been working with some software myself, and I've been also composing for a VR game and stuff like that. So I've been trying out VR, and it's pretty insane that once you put that VR headset on your head, your brain actually believes it's there, even though the graphics may not be as good as reality. Your brain still decodes it as if it's real. So that to me indicates that our reality is also somewhat of a virtual reality, but way more advanced. Since also I believe even your guys, McToon, the scientist priests, what is his name? James Gates. One of them, Jim Gates, I believe his name is, a black dude. He said that he found in the fabric of reality, he found computer codes, no different than what we use in the browsers. You know what I mean? Ones and zeros type of thing. Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah,
The high priest Glober Jim Gates black dude.
yeah. Scientist priest Jim Gates. That
What
was.
the hell is this? What the
Don't you
hell are
know
you
that? You think yeah. He was working under Obama. By the way, Jim Gates.
I don't know who you're talking about.
This guy. Hold on.
Who?
Do you see this guy?
Oh, all right, let's see it.
You think this guy?
I have
This
no
guy's a
idea
joke?
who he is.
This
I
guy
have
ain't no
no
joke,
clue.
man. This guy.
I have
This
no
guy ain't-
clue.
This guy ain't no joke, man. He's a
Okay,
big.
but hold on.
Yeah.
Go back to his old picture.
Okay.
The old no,
Which
no,
one?
like where he was young. The older picture, he's young. Yeah. No. It was on the
Okay.
screen already. Don't
Okay.
scroll.
Okay.
I want to see
Well,
because his hair hasn't changed. You see the one right behind your shoulder there?
here.
That one. Yeah, look at that hair. All right. So that hair, that's more recent. Now find a young picture of him. He's got the same hair, like from high school. There, it was up on the screen there for just for a second.
Young.
There, right below it. Right below. Look at that.
There.
That's the same hair. I love this guy.
Yeah.
I have no
he's
idea.
Committed.
I have no
He's-
idea who he is, but I love his hair.
Listen, you gotta take my word for it, unless you want me to actually. There is a clip of him saying this on YouTube. He is a big time scientist priest. Like we talk.
Clearly not for me. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's baffling. You should look this guy up. So basically, if you don't want me to play that video, he basically says,
Okay.
in the fabric of reality, they found computer codes that's pretty much similar to what we use in a browser or whatever. It works in similar
Computer
fashion.
codes in
Yeah.
reality. All right. Well, let's see it.
It's like binary code. You want
What
me to
does
pull it
does
up?
Ross always say?
Pull it up?
Pull
does
it
say?
up!
Pull it up! Okay, I'll pull it up then. I'll pull it up. I will pull it up. Jim Gates computer code. And for this, I might need to share it.
I think I know what you're talking about what he's talking about, Gareth. Oh, not a
Hold on,
poll.
I think I found it. Hold on. I think so. It might be this one. Yeah, it might be this one. And this includes your other, globe guy called Neil deFraud Tyson. Neil deFraud
I don't think you
Tyson.
got the right name.
You know what I'm talking about.
I
Hold on.
think that's the wrong name.
Are you sure? Okay, should I share this? Hold on, you don't get any sound when I play this right now. Hold on.
No,
No sound.
no sound.
Okay, then let me share it like regular thing on StreamYard. Neil deGrasse Tyson freaks out. Okay, is it shared now? You probably have to add it to.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, let me know if you hear it now then.
That are behind your head right now.
Yes.
These are pictures of equations. I've been, for the last 15 years, trying to answer the kinds of questions that my colleagues have been raising. And what I've come to understand is that there are these incredible pictures that contain all the information of a set of equations that are related to string theory. And it's even more bizarre than that, because when you then try to understand these pictures, you find out that buried in them are computer codes, just like the type that you find in a browser when you go surf the web.
You're saying your attempt to understand the fundamental operations of nature leads you to a set of equations that are indistinguishable from the equations that drive search engines and browsers on
Yeah.
our computers.
That is correct. So,
Wait, I have to just be silent for a minute here. So you're saying as you dig deeper, you find computer code writ in the fabric of the cosmos.
into the equations that we want to use to describe the cosmos, yes.
Computer code.
Computer code, strings of bits of ones and zeros.
It's not just sort of resembles computer code. You're saying it is computer code.
It's not even just is computer code, it's a special kind of computer code that was invented by a scientist named Claude Shannon in the 1940s. That's what we find very, very deeply inside the equations that occur in string theory and in general in systems that we can say are supersymmetric. Some of those codes are showing on the screen behind you right now. They don't look like codes, but these pictures, which we call adinkras, are graphical representations of sets of equations that are based on codes. That in the description of our universe, that is a supersymmetrical universe, which we were going to test in the LHC. If you believe that description, I can show you the presence of these codes. That's my statement.
Do you have any predictions in your ideas, or any ways to test any of your ideas any more than, say, the guy over on the screen?
The work that I'm doing is in fact so theoretical that we don't understand yet whether it is even possible to complete the program. We have found these strange graphs. We know that they are equivalent to equations, and we have found in these equations computer codes. And so that's where we are right now. So I cannot give you a prediction. This work is less than 2 years old.
But it's not that you recognize that you will need a prediction in order to.
Someone recently asked me, said, well, you don't care about experiments, do you? And I said, no, that's exactly wrong, because you see, I have spent my career as a researcher worrying about supersymmetry. I would want to see an experiment before I shuffle off this mortal coil, so I know that I did not waste my entire professional life.
But anyways, so that guy seems to think that we're living in a virtual reality. And,
I think it's honest of him where he said he needs to see the evidence, though. He basically said he hadn't seen it yet. So this is string theory, which is at still hypothetical. It's not confirmed with experiment, as he said. So it's not very compelling at this point because it's not backed up by evidence.
Okay, let me say this then. I have this claim, and this will make you laugh and your audience as well, but I'm gonna say it. Okay. There is no such thing as 3D. It's all based on the two dimensions, if you like the 2D. Like you and me right now, watching this screen, it's 100% flat. but it's giving the illusion with the pixels. It's giving the illusion of 3D, but we know for a fact it is a flat surface. You know, I'm not talking about flat Earth, but I'm talking about the flat screen right now. It's a flat surface. There is no depth in it, but it's giving the illusion of 3D. The same goes with our reality, but it's way more advanced. It looks like we are interacting in a 3D environment, but it's all really 2D. What?
Why do you say that?
Because for example, if you play a video game that is 3D, it's basically still pixels, just like old Super Mario. You know, remember old Super Mario that was 2D? They're both pixels, but the 3D game is an advanced, version of that thing. So it gives the illusion of space and depth in there. But that's just coding that that makes it look like when you bump into a car or a person or something or a tree. But it's all just coding. And I believe it's exactly the same way in our reality, just way more advanced. And we will eventually come to a place where they will be able to recreate this very reality, which they already almost have done right now, because if you look at Unreal Engine 5 or whatever it's called, it's absolutely insane, the graphics in that. It's almost identical to reality, and it's just a matter of time until the processing power is sufficient enough to do all the details that is needed to create our reality. So,
okay,
therefore,
how does that make it 2D?
It makes it. I mean, it is giving the illusion of 3D, and it emanates from the two yin and yang, ones and zero. There is all.
That doesn't help.
Okay, let me tell you this. This might make you laugh. Okay, there is no such thing as a curve. I'm not talking about the ball here. I'm just saying in general, curves do not even exist.
Okay.
Okay. Let me let me show you this. Look at this. You see this? Hold on. This is a low res circle. You know about this.
Yeah.
So
I worked in. I used to work. I used to write code on my Apple IIc.
Yeah.
That worked in low res.
Yeah. So it's all really all made by squares or lines, really. Even a circle. What is it? It's a line that is drawn from the center to a different point, and then different angles with lines. So really, there is no such thing as a circle. I mean,
so I get. So what you're saying is that basically, our entire universe is a bunch of pixels, and each pixel is one Planck volume in size.
Yes, that's what I'm claiming.
And
they're all pixels.
And how does any of that have anything to do with the fact that we live in a sphere?
Well,
I mean,
it has
you could say
something to do with it.
The sphere is pixelated Planck volumes of matter, I suppose, but that doesn't change anything.
Okay.
Whether or not we live in a sphere.
I guess why I'm saying this is because it makes way more sense for the programmer of this virtual reality to make everything on a plane instead of a ball. Because
but why does all the evidence go for a sphere instead of a ball or a flatness?
It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't really look like that.
Totally does.
It doesn't. But hey, listen, Mike Toon, I know you got a lot of things invested in this. Well, you can't really let that go. Right? Like, but I mean, I believe this. What?
Okay. Well, yeah, what do you believe?
I believe there is two sides. You're either with the people or you're with the system. That's what I believe. You're either with the people or with the system. And I hope you are with the people. Because
I'm for the people, man.
Yeah, because there is an agenda to enslave the population of this world slowly.
With baguettes. It's all about the baguettes.
No, but I'm just saying, I'm for the truth, and I want to know what the real truth is. And I just think that they would never tell us the truth of our reality, you know? But anyways, also, did you know that this very same circle, a circle, is really a rectangle? Did you know that? I'm busy reading the comments, but
no, I'm bringing up something for you to see here. So just a second
Okay.
here. So let me slides. Oh, look at that. All right, I don't have any slides. I haven't used StreamYard for a little bit. Share
Alright, that's
screen, do a window. There you go. Okay. All right, you see that? So there you go. There's a nice curve. That's from almost 300,000 feet.
Come on, man, that's a fisheye. Come on, man.
It's not.
You saying it's not doesn't, you know, prove that it's not, you know.
Okay, I'll grab the. Just a second.
I got videos. Yeah, I got videos on that too if you want.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm,
Got a whole bunch of videos. You know what I mean?
but I can tell you the lens. Let's see.
You can tell me about the lens.
Yep. All right. I need to. There it is. Okay. Oh,
Yeah, take your time. Take your time.
I am unfortunately taking my time because
Yeah. You gotta have to.
because I'm fighting with my computer. Okay.
Mm.
All right. Lens right there. Didn't do it. There we go. Okay. So I have the lens. Stop sharing that. All right. There's the
Then I got
lens.
something for you. Yeah.
There's the lens right there. So this is a low distortion lens. Specifically, doesn't have barrel distortion. So
you're saying it doesn't have a fisheye.
it's not a
feature to
fisheye.
it.
No, it's not a
So,
fisheye.
but how do I know that that's the lens though?
So the other thing is that this particular video has I'll get a couple. Get this. Let's see here. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. All right. So the thing is about that lens that it's from a video. And I could pull up the whole video if we really want to go to. I have like select parts of it that are cool. So there's this, and there's this. Okay. So here's from that same video. You can see the curve is on the outside of the center of frame, right? And it's near the edge there. It's just cuts across the corner. The curve is visible. It's not really pronounced because there isn't a lot of it visible. This one, the curve is on the inside it's on the opposite side of the center of frame. So if it's a fisheye lens or a barrel distortion lens that's adding the curve, then on one side of the center of frame, it curves one direction, and on the other side of the center of frame, it curves the other direction. But opposite sides of the center of curve, you get a different, or you get the same direction to the curve. So it's not the lens adding the curve. I just controlled for that.
But how do I know that this isn't zoomed in? You know what I mean? Like cropped.
Zoom doesn't
You know-
change. Why would Zoom change it?
But let's say you have a camera that takes it on fisheye, like takes the footage on fisheye lens, but then you crop it so you get this rectangle that you're showing me and this rectangle.
But
if you
cropping
zoom out-
doesn't change the curve direction. Cropping doesn't
Well, I
change
don't
the curve
know.
direction. So here's
Maybe
the in both. This is opposite sides of the center of frame where the curve is, right? And it's curving the same direction. Whether or not it's cropped or not, it doesn't matter. The curve is the same direction.
I don't know. This could still be trickery in my book. It could still be trickery.
Okay, well then you can't bring anything up.
Yes,
anything,
you can.
well,
Listen,
anything you bring up is trickery. That's your standard.
No.
You said it could be trickery, therefore anything you bring up is automatically trickery too.
I agree.
You don't get to bring anything up now. No pictures are allowed from you. Because they're all trickery by definition.
Mactoon, they are. We can bring it up, but let's be real though.
No, you can't, because you said those were trickery. Therefore, anything you bring up is automatically trickery.
I did not say it is trickery. I said it could be.
Okay, then prove it. That's on you.
I can't do it right now. I can't do it right now.
I know you can't now. I'll send it to you, and then you can analyze it. And if you can't analyze it and you can't find trickery, then what?
Well, I will need somebody that is really, expert on that stuff to look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if we're gonna be real, Mactoon, neither of us is gonna really probably change our stance on this, right?
Vince, I'm not trying to change your stance, Vince. You got to understand. That's not my goal. My goal is to show that flat earthers have a dual standard of evidence.
Okay,
that's one of the things that I'm trying to do here.
Okay, yeah,
and I'm highlighting that. That's the third law of Flurf, is that you have a dual standard of evidence. You will accept photographs that support flatness and reject photographs that don't, but
that's not really true.
Without applying the same standard.
It's not really true. You know why? Because one of the main things of saying the Earth is a globe, at least for me, was when they said, when you stop seeing the boat with your eyes, that is because it went behind the curve.
That was half an hour ago. That was 45 minutes ago.
I know, but
do you have a video of a boat being? Remember, boat being obstructed? Do you have that video where the boat is partially obstructed?
I have a video that zooms in on a long range and sees a boat eventually.
Zooms in on a boat that was too small to see.
But
I don't know what video specifically you are talking about, but I've seen those videos, and every time somebody has said, I have a video where it's blocked by the horizon, I'll just get it to you. And then you go look for it, and then you're like, oh, I'll get it to you later. And you know what never happens? I never get it later.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up one. I got it ready here. But
are
you denying though that one of their explanations to the Earth being a globe was that when you stop seeing a boat with your vision, with your eyes, that meant it went around the curve? Because that is what they told us.
Nope.
Partially obstructed. Of this.
Partially obstructed. Hey, my claim. All right, I'll tell you my claim. When a boat is partially obstructed by the horizon, not when it's too small to see, when it's partially obstructed by the horizon, then it goes farther and it's more obstructed by the horizon. And it goes farther and it's more until it's eventually completely obstructed by the horizon. And no amount of zoom brings it back. In fact, when the boat is partially obstructed by the horizon, zoom doesn't change how much of it has been obstructed when you zoom in. And I've done that. I did that a year ago.
But
right here on Pensacola Beach, looking west from Pensacola Beach, we can see across the channel, and we can see a bunch of high-rise buildings on the other side of the channel. And we can see them when they're all the way zoomed out, how much is obstructed, and all the way zoomed in, the same amount is obstructed. It never changes. So Let's see what you got. Let's see if the
But
zoom
doesn't that-
changes the amount of obstruction.
Doesn't that change if you got an even better zoom? Like, let's say you get a
I've never
Nikon
seen it happen.
2000. Well, let's
Never
say
seen it happen.
Let's say next year they release a Nikon 2000 that is like double the length of the 1000. That probably could change because we do have a limit
We have
to
telescopes.
the field.
No, we have telescopes that are more powerful than a P1000.
Okay, in that case, how come the buildings or whatever, the skyscrapers or whatever we were looking at, how come they're not, tilting a little bit, angle, with the angle? A little bit. Are you saying the Earth is that big that it doesn't even show on the sky?
All right, let's test this, okay?
How come they're straight
Let's
this?
test this. Let's say this is approximate. Let's say that the building that I'm looking at is 35 miles away.
Okay.
According to
Yes.
the globe, how much tilt away should that building tilt?
I have no idea.
It's not hard.
I'm just saying I
It's not
should be
hard.
expecting some tilt because
Yeah.
right now
but if
just
you don't know,
straight.
but Vince, if you don't know how much tilt, then you can't actually do science on this.
Well, listen. Okay,
Because
let me
science,
just...
science requires that you make a prediction and compute the consequences, and then compare those consequences to observation. So if you can't compute the consequences, you can't compare the expected amount of tilt to observation.
Okay. Let me just pull it out of my ass right now. Let's say this amount of the building is gone.
Okay. Somebody over here is yelling. I'm just
Okay.
okay.
Okay. So let's say this amount of the building is gone because of the supposed curve.
Now hold it up nice and tall. Hold
Huh?
up here. So hold it up so
Yeah,
people
yeah.
can see. How long is
Okay,
it?
I don't know. Let's say 30% of the building is gone.
No, just
Okay?
hold that up nice and tall. And say this long.
Yeah. My wiener is this long. Yeah, I know. Yeah. You guys are so childish. But anyways, listen.
13, man. I'm 13. I'm trying.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to have a childish spirit to some degree. I do. I have it too. But right now, I'm trying to be serious.
All right.
I know you. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm trying to be serious
So-
too. I got
Yeah,
I got celery. Celery
All right.
makes you more serious.
All right. Do you need more time for this one? Is that why
Oh,
you're
yeah.
doing this? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. You need more time.
no,
Okay.
go ahead.
Yeah. So let's say 30% of the building is gone because
Okay.
of the supposed curve. 30% should angle the building somewhat.
How much?
I mean, let me see. Let's say at least 15% to be kind here, or 10%, or
It should be tilted. It should be tilted 15%.
yeah, something.
Do you know that tilt is not measured in percent?
Yeah, but we're just talking here.
You
You know
measure
what I
in
mean?
degrees.
All right, degrees, whatever.
How many
Okay,
degrees?
make
How
that
many
into
degrees
degrees.
is 14%?
I don't know, but we can probably type it in somewhere.
All right,
But
I'll
it
tell
should
you.
be some. It should be
I'll let you
something.
I'll let you off the hook. This is easy.
Yeah, do it.
There is well, it goes back to what we talked about France, right? 10,000 kilometers from the North Pole to the equator.
Okay.
That's a certain distance, right? So that's 90 degrees around the globe. Is
Okay.
10,000 kilometers. You do the math, you get about 111 kilometers per degree. Now, you deal mostly in kilometers there in Sweden, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we do.
So 111 kilometers is 1 degree around the curve of the Earth. So if something is 111 kilometers away, it should tilt away from you by 1 degree. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Now, if something is 111 kilometers away from you, do you think that you can resolve enough detail of that building to tell whether or not it's tipping away from you by 1 degree?
Probably not. Probably not.
No. So that's the issue here. That the fact that the air between you and the building makes looking at it a little bit more difficult. You can at 111 kilometers, you can't see 1 degree. At 222 kilometers away, that'd be 2 degrees tilt. Nothing is going to be crisp enough to tell 2 degrees tilt away from you.
Not even with a telescope.
No, because you're looking through air, and the air makes things blurry at that distance. Right? You can see light, you can see things, you can make stuff out, but when you're that far away, the amount of detail you get isn't very good. So there's a mountain where it's 300 kilometers away. People are looking, and the mountain is just a silhouette against the backdrop of the sky. That's all you get at that distance. There's no detail. You don't know how much is tipping. You can see that mountain. You can see the neighboring mountain. You could see that the mountain, the height of them, doesn't match for flat Earth because of perspective.
Yeah.
But you can't make out details.
Okay. I'll give you that then. Okay. What do you say about this then? Hold on. Let me pull it up.
So Derek Bradley, hold on. They finally got to change your hair, huh? Forehead and bangs. Like, well, I'm going for flock of seagulls. You see, I got a little more to go, and then I'm flock of seagulls all the way.
Yeah. So,
you don't know flock
what
of
is
seagulls.
your answer for this?
What about that?
Yeah. So, if the sun is so huge and whatever far away from the Earth, why isn't the sun rays coming in parallel? Why is it looking like the sun rays are, angled towards?
Do you think the sun is inside the clouds there?
I don't think it's inside the clouds, but it is somewhere up there, not too high up. Because
tell me how high.
You and your numbers. I have
Is it
no idea.
no? Put it. But by your picture, right? Your full screen there, right? By your picture there, it looks like you're claiming the sun is in the clouds. By the right there, that diagram.
Yeah.
Pause it right there.
Okay, hold on. I'm not claiming that.
Okay, well, but that's what that picture says, right? You see where the sun is at the top of that, right? The analog for the sun, and then the analog for the clouds is immediately below the sun, right? And that's what's necessary to get that kind of diverging light, right? So sun has to be literally right there, immediately above where the light escapes the clouds.
Well, it depends on the scale of this thing. You know what I mean? Like how you scale this with reality.
Yeah, scale is math, and you don't do math, so
I don't do
math.
Know
where you're gonna go with that one.
I can still say that it depends on what scale this would be. You know, like how would this translate into reality? You know, because you would expect that if the sun is that far away and we're so much smaller than the sun, that the ray should be like a straight ray, really, coming towards us and not looking more like this, because that doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't make sense.
Okay, well, let me show you here. This is typically called crepuscular rays.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So there you see that. Let's see. I'm going to turn off the sound. There you go. They must meet at the sun there, but here's rays that are diverging.
Yeah.
But from above, oh no, they don't look like they're diverging anymore.
Yeah, but that's from above.
Yeah. So they're actually parallel. They're actually parallel. But because of where you are, they look like they're not. Those rays are parallel, or very, very close to parallel. And because they're coming towards you, then they look like they're diverging.
Due
That's
to that perspective thing.
literally that's perspective. All right, here's another one here. Let's see, which one is this? All right. So if that's the case, yeah, this one. If that's the case, then the sun has to be inside the trees here.
I get what you're
And
saying.
inside those trees. Right?
All
I
right.
don't think the sun's in those trees. And
I give you
sitting
that.
on her shoulder, how come she's not getting burned?
Okay, I
And
give you
it's
that.
inside the ground. Again, it's inside the ground there. Look at that. I love that one. This one actually, this is anti-crepuscular rays.
Yeah,
So
you
is that-
proved. Yeah.
All right.
That was a good answer.
But-
yes.
but
Okay.
oh, there it is.
All
All right,
I
I got one more after this. So there it is on the top.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like from above, and that's what the bottom part is. That's what it looks like from below. So all right,
Okay. That's a pretty
One more.
good.
I got one more.
Answer.
This
Yeah.
one I did myself. All right, there's a claim. This is what you said. This is your diagram, right?
Yeah.
You had the sun there, you had the clouds, and it's diverging as you look at it, right? Now, what happens if you face the other direction? Right, so we turn the eyeball around. They should diverge as you look the other direction, right?
Yeah.
But what does reality say? I took this video myself. It's a little hard to see maybe on the small screen, but when you look at it at where the sun is, they diverge, and when you look the opposite direction, it looks the same. They're anti-crepuscular rays. They converge the other direction. They don't diverge. So
Okay, that's
crepuscular
weird.
rays don't quite cut it. So all right.
Okay, yeah, that was good. That was good. I give you that. That actually, changed my mind on that one.
More
because
celery then is in store. Thank you.
Okay, but hey, I got a lot more, and you're doing pretty good. You're doing pretty good. What about? Hold on, this one.
The question is, will you stop using crepuscular rays?
Yeah, I won't be using that one to prove any flat Earth or something like that, because your explanation was, it made sense. I mean, I saw it make sense. So, I'm not one of those guys like when I see something that actually makes sense, I acknowledge it. Okay, but
Good.
So therefore, it's nice to let you go through some of these stuff because, yeah, you're doing pretty good. So what is this then? When you zoom in on the stars.
When you zoom in on the stars.
And when you zoom in on the stars, they kind of do look like they're under
my goodness.
water.
Are you serial?
Yeah, I'm serial. I am serial. It does look like it's some energy bulb thing, whatever, energy source underwater somewhere. Which would kind of
Okay. Now
claim.
you're
that
aware
it's
I have that same camera.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Nikon 1000. I know.
Yeah, the P1000. So on the back of the camera, above the viewfinder, there's a little switch, and that switch goes between manual focus and autofocus.
Okay.
Now, you do stuff with maybe sound but not video, right?
I do some video work. Yeah.
So when when you leave it on autofocus and then you zoom in on a star, the camera can't focus. It's called hunting. It's hunting for the focus, and so you switch it to manual focus, and you twist the focus ring on the lens until it's as small as possible. That's when it's in focus.
So are you saying that this is something to do with the focus?
That's an out of focus camera. That's what that is.
So whoever's making these videos, they're just doing that on purpose to make it look like it's
Well, I think
underwater,
that
or
generally the people don't understand autofocus.
what? Okay, so are you saying that some guy could have made it more focused with the same.
Yeah, they could have
camera.
chosen to focus their camera if they understood their camera, but they don't. And so there's no camera is good at autofocusing on stars because there's not the right things that it's looking for to focus on. Right.
Yeah. Is it because
so never when you're looking at stars should somebody have it on autofocus.
okay.
So I have the P1000. I have taken pictures of Jupiter and Saturn with the P1000.
Yeah.
And you can, and Mars. I think I got Mars too. You can make out a little bit. The camera has chromatic aberration problems at high zoom, so things get a little blurry. It doesn't really get crisp when you're zoomed all the way in. So that's where like a good telescope will have a better job.
Okay, hold on. Some more stuff. I got some more stuff coming. Like, do you know the reflection? When the sun is reflecting on the sea, kind of looks like
you're showing there.
Or
something else.
No, I'm not. No, I'm trying to find it while I'm telling you about it. The reflection of the sun, when you see it from the beach, it's like almost like a straight reflection instead of being like a spotlight.
Oh, because of the surface of the curving water.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if it's curving.
So now
like
again,
a spotlight.
How far away do we need to go to get 1 degree of curve?
Yeah, you said pretty far.
111 kilometers. So 111 kilometers away to get 1 degree of curve. So if you're standing near the water, you're not seeing 111 kilometers of the surface of the water, are you? If you're standing at the shore. If you're maybe on a beach, maybe on a balcony 30 feet up, 10 meters up from the water, you're not seeing 111 kilometers, are you?
No, but if I
You're
zoom
seeing,
it in, I should be seeing something.
But you're seeing that entirety of the water that you're seeing is less than 1 degree of curve. Right?
So, okay.
So since it's hardly curved at all, how much should that affect the light reflecting off of it?
Yeah, if it's like you're saying, not much at all. If it's,
yeah.
If it is like what you're saying, yeah. But
I mean,
okay.
It's within. The thing is, if you had a mirror at your house that was a full height mirror, say it was as tall as you, right?
Yeah.
You lay it on the floor, and if you curved that mirror at 1/4 of a degree.
Yeah.
Right, because let's say you're at 25 kilometers is how much of the ocean you can see, right? So that's 1/4 of a degree. So you curve that mirror that's as tall as you by 1/4 of a degree. Could you see that curve? Would your eye be able to see that? Yeah, and so then if you had a light on the other side and you reflected the light off of it, what would that light look like with 1/4 of a degree of curve? It just looked the same as if there was no curve for you, because our eyes aren't that precise. Yeah. You want to be precise, what do we need?
We need some equipment.
There measurement. We go. Yeah, we have to measure it.
Okay, so this video kind of talks about that, I think, a little bit. Maybe I need a sound for this one. Hold on. Share.
King Crew is in the chat now.
Who's King Crew?
He owns this book, but I'm still holding it. He won this book, and I'm in Florida, and he lives in Florida. And I came here was it a year ago or 2 years ago? Anyway, I saw him, did not bring the book, but I'm in Florida now, and so is he. And all he needs to do is come up here to get it. The problem is I am literally as far away as possible, except for Key West, from where he is in Florida. Because I can
You
look
know-
out. I can look out on the water and I can see Alabama.
Yeah, but you know the thing with us when we're kids, why do we need to see the ball everywhere? Because if it is a globe, why do we need to get that in our faces when we're that young? Because to me that feels like they're trying to brainwash us.
Because that's the
if
shape of the earth.
Or if they're trying to brainwash us, they know that they have to do it in an early age because otherwise we won't believe the ball, really. Because we will say, it looks flat to me.
Okay, that's not evidence.
That's my theory. Yeah, but I have a theory. But hold on, let me share that screen.
Also, if the earth was, all right. If the earth was a shape, then you'd expect that to be wherever. You'd see it everywhere. So, all right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So what do you say to this? Hold on.
What about it? I'm not getting any sound.
Rita, hold on. Do that again. Hold on.
For those wondering, Dion Smo is coming up in an hour and a half. He had to delay. So
Okay. So you're not getting any sound here.
hold on.
Oh.
No.
Nothing.
I don't hear anything, no.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. But anyway, so basically saying that some globers say you're seeing the curve, when the boat disappears or
Yes.
whatever.
So that is showing 1 degree right there between the white bars, right?
Yeah, and then he's saying that that it's either has to be way bigger than they're claiming it is, or not. You can't have it both ways. Basically, something to that extent. Like,
there you
how
go.
you
All
gonna
right.
have it?
So go back to that. I don't like Bill Nye. And I know Professor Rob Parks is in here. He likes Bill Nye. I don't. I never was interested in him much.
Yeah,
But anyway,
that
so
guy.
yeah, there he is. So all right, so show that boat again when it goes a little farther. There you go. See it all, see it all, see it all. And there, stop. Right there. All right. So that is obstructed by the horizon. Right? So that's not what the videos that all the flat earthers like to play shows us.
But that's not what I've been seeing, though. I've been seeing that very thing happening in the visuals, but then somebody zooms it in and it all comes back up.
Where only the very top of the boat is visible, and then zoom brings it back.
Yeah, I think I've seen that. Yeah.
You think? Oh, you softened. I know why.
No, I have. Listen, I have a bunch of videos, lined up. I'm trying to keep track of all of them, but I think I have one of those. Hold on.
All right, let's see it. You'll be the first.
Yeah, hold on.
Pull it up.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Hold on. Okay, here we got 2 of them. Hold on. Let's start with this one.
You find it yet?
I think so. Maybe not this one. I mean, I'm not seeing the top of it being, only showing and then zooming in. But man, the distance of this though, it's insane.
What of the P1000?
Yeah, these, like it feels like these things should not be shown. Like into view. But hold on, let me pull up the other one.
All right.
Yeah, what about this one?
Well, in the meantime, let's see. We've got Jay Walken says MC Toon rocks beyond the horizon. PhD Tony says it's hard to tell how many flat earthers are plants. I mean, based on IQ, they're certainly not members of the animal kingdom. Oh my gosh, Tony. You see, he played double word on the word plant there. You see what he said? That was pretty good,
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah. Okay, forget about that one. Why did
What?
this?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no. That's what always happens.
Okay, I'll try to.
always
Okay, I'll try
happens.
to find it. Hold on.
I
I'll try to
told
find
you, dude. I told you. It's always the same every time. Oh,
Dude,
I totally
bookmarked
saw. I totally saw this video.
Bookmarked it, but
Hello.
hold on. Is it the same video?
Somebody just.
I don't know how many videos I have lined up, man.
Oh, this is interesting. So I think this person that just walked by might be a little shady, and a cop just drove by, like right next to.
Okay. Hey, you better pay attention to that then.
Oh, yeah. Don't distract me, Vince.
Yeah. Okay, I'll try to,
Right.
find the video in the meantime.
Okay.
Well,
Find the video.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, so it's almost gotten to be like kind of a meme on here that somebody will say, "Oh yeah, boats obstructed," and then pull them back. But it's always the same thing. It's always just a little boat, a small one that's not beyond the horizon. And then you zoom out, you're like, "Oh, it's too small to see." That's not beyond the horizon. It didn't go over the curve when you unzoomed. It just got smaller, and you couldn't see the.
Yeah,
detail.
but it's just that they told us that once it disappeared, that was the curve.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, you show. No, look right on screen right now. You've got the video from Bill Nye. The sail is obstructed. Everything but the top of the sail is obstructed. This is what they told us.
I don't know which one this is. Hold on. Oh, this is the rocket. I don't know which one you're seeing. Oh, you're seeing my shared screen. Oh yeah. Okay, hold on.
A cat just walked by. What's that
Okay,
cat
hold on.
doing here? This is a busy road, and a cat just walked by.
Hold on.
That's funny. All right.
What about this? What is this? Okay, this is the whole boat. Kind of the whole boat, but
Yeah, a whole boat.
but that's not the one.
No, it's not. We're never gonna find the one. It's not gonna be there.
But what do you think about this rocket by Elon that crashed? Right, like this. It just crashed. Hold on. Not getting the sound, but it just crashed onto the.
It didn't
That
crash.
It did
It's-
crash, man. Hold on, let me show you. I don't know why, Twitter messes up all the time.
Come on, Twitter,
Yeah.
stop messing up.
Yeah, it does mess up, right? So
Only when you're trying to show flat Earth evidence.
yeah, because Elon owns Twitter, and it will
And he's
be
watching you right now, Vince.
yeah, it will be against his interest.
Elon's watching you.
Yeah, it will be against his interest, right? He will not want me to show flat Earth evidence.
All right.
But yeah, what's happening here? Hold on here. I'll just let it play from here, or maybe I can speed it up. But basically, I don't dare to skip through it because it
Yeah,
might
don't
be-
dare.
Yeah, I don't dare. But
Yep.
this right here, when it explodes.
Yep.
Hold on.
How high was it when it exploded?
You and your numbers, man.
Come
You
on.
and your numbers. Well, it was 150,000 miles, 0.3. The most important thing is that it explodes. Right? Like big ass explosion.
There it went.
What is that? What is this, man?
I don't know if
Yeah.
I think that's the first one.
I think this was, when was this? This was like
Was that the first
couple
one, or was
months
that
ago.
November?
This was in
So-
November 19. November 19.
Okay, so that was the
2023.
second one. Yeah. Yeah, it was actually going down when it exploded. You know that? It was losing altitude when it exploded. So
Okay,
if the
down.
firmament is above, then it can't be going this direction and then hit it. Unless it somehow went through a window in it, snuck through a tiny little window and then came back down and then oops, we forgot to open the window on the back way
Okay.
down.
Okay. All
So
right.
yeah, it was falling. It wasn't that high. It had not gone over
Okay.
100 kilometers.
Okay.
And there are zoom in videos of it. You can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the reason why is there was something with venting oxygen. I don't know exactly. Something about venting oxygen, and it
Yeah.
exploded. So
Yeah.
this was a test flight. It wasn't super important that it didn't explode. So Elon comes from a software background,
Yeah.
which some people know about software apparently, and that
Yeah.
rapid prototyping, rapid changes. You make a change, you test it. You make a change, you test it. You make a change, you test it. That's the way that software is done. Apparently, some of the time, I don't know. What do I know? I'm just whatever I do, and so that's what Elon's background is, and that's a little bit of what he takes to iterating on rocket design. So you do something, you test it. You do something, you test it. You do it as quick as you can. Where
Okay,
NASA, on the other hand, they're like, let's sit in a room for 17 years and then do one launch. Boring.
Oh, by the way, before I show you this video,
yeah.
what's up with the recent supposed moon landing?
What about
Because what I've seen is completely CGI.
Which one?
There was I think
The one from a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did not release any video of it landing.
Okay, so that's not.
They never
related
claimed
to
it
that.
was. They never claimed it was as real. Yeah, in fact, all the video that I saw, it said right across the bottom of the screen, simulation. Same with the one from India.
Simulation.
The one from India,
Yeah.
that was simulation.
That was ridiculous. Yeah, but
it was just a diagram.
But why don't they
Animated
say
diagram.
that though? Why don't they say that it is?
They
I
did.
mean, clearly, like this
They
is
did.
a simulation.
They did.
Because in the Indian one, they were just
Yeah.
sitting there watching that simulation, which
Yeah.
looks like Nintendo 64.
Yeah, it
graphics.
wasn't intended to look like an actual landing.
Yeah, but it is a little bit misleading. But anyways, when they
It wasn't
don't say it-
misleading because anybody looking at it would say, "Oh, look, that's obviously not intended to look like the actual thing landed. That's obviously intended to look like an animation."
Yeah. Okay, what about this one? I don't know. I mean, you should have the sound for this one because let me try.
It's your sound banana thing.
But it worked half an hour ago. Hold on, let me try it one more time, because otherwise you might think it's edited or something.
You always think it's edited. That's your thing.
No, I'm just saying that, if you don't see it fully through, you might think it's edited, but the sound kind of, Hold on, let me see. Did you hear that?
No.
Did you hear that?
Nope.
Can I trust you on this, McToon? We do know that
can-
you might do sound stuff on people.
Vince,
you know what I mean?
you can play it back later.
Okay. Yeah, you're probably right. Okay.
I can't mess with you. And this is StreamYard. This isn't OBS, so I can't mess with that either.
Okay. Okay, so then everybody should just do StreamYard with you so that you can't mute them that easily, right?
Well, I mean, I can mute you just as. Oh, see, you're muted right now, and now you're not muted. So.
Yeah.
I mean, I can.
I was miming there. Yeah.
All right. So the hat works for the mime, but you need a stripy shirt.
All right. I got one, but can't change to it right now.
Next time, you need to come with the beret and a stripy shirt and a baguette.
I promise. I'll do that with with garlic in it. But hold on. So this is a video.
I'm not a vampire.
Maybe, who knows? But hey, listen. Here, the video the video shows a rocket going straight up and hitting something, man. Okay. And I'm just gonna mute it because there is no sound. But basically, let me just put it on.
Can we make
like
it bigger?
Yeah. Hold on.
All right, this is the Go Fast rocket, right?
Maybe. Hold on.
Did you do no research at all? It's TikTok posted on Twix, going through StreamYard. That's why it's so small.
Listen, before this, I was doing a music stream for 6 hours.
Oh
And then I came to you. Yeah. But I had these videos ready for you. You know what I mean?
All right.
And you listen, I'm going to give you credit. You're doing good. You know, just you don't know what you don't know.
I was hoping.
Yeah, you don't know what I'm going to show you, and you know.
That's true.
Really
I have not yet been shown anything I haven't seen before.
Yeah, but you do know what you're going to see here. You're going to see
I do?
Yeah, you're gonna see the rocket crashing into something, which it should not. But you probably got an answer for that. Yeah, that's because the hydrogen molecule, when it crashes with the rocket, it creates an explosion, blah, 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 and the rocket goes down. Yeah, simple science, you know.
Okay.
I know you can't understand that, but yeah.
I don't know that this is a rocket.
Okay, let me go back then. Okay, then what is it then? There is, okay. You can see that, and then maybe you could say, hey, listen, to your defense, you could say, how do I know this is not CGI?
Yeah, so all right, obviously this guy on TikTok made a compilation of it. What you really should do, Vince, is you should always go to the original. Obviously, this TikTok guy, this isn't his video. He got it from somewhere else. Go get the original. And then look at the original. You know, so I don't know what this one.
Find that?
I don't know that this is a rocket. This looks to me like it's a balloon. But I don't know for sure.
That goes that fast. Or you mean that they sped it up?
You can do that in a videos editor, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have sped it up, right?
Obviously, this isn't real time. Right? This isn't real time.
I sped it up to 1.5, but this is supposed to be the regular speed.
All right. So what happens? So what is it that you're trying to show me here?
Yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward to where something happens here.
Okay.
Because also when you have the sound, you can also hear how the
Now just pause it for just a second here. Pause it for just a second here. All right.
Yeah.
So do you see on the left and right edges how it's curving up on the edges?
Yeah. Are you saying it's a fisheye lens?
That's not fisheye. It's a barrel distortion lens, and the center of the frame the horizon is a little bit below the center of frame, and so that is causing that little bit of distortion on the sides.
But that can happen with a fisheye lens as well. I've seen
barrel distortion. So to be clear, when people say fisheye, they almost never mean fisheye, because a fisheye lens is typically it's just a circle, and everything is super distorted. You see 180 degrees. In all directions on a true fisheye. So what you mean when you say fisheye is you mean barrel distortion. So I try to be
sometimes
particular.
You know, when I've seen one of those videos with whatever lens, sometimes it goes like this, and sometimes it goes like this, the curve of the
above or below the center frame.
Yeah, like that. But okay, so now, what happened? Yeah, now. Something will happen, and there will be a sound, and it just flips out and falls back down. And this is not the only one where we have seen a rocket. You've probably seen the other one, Mike Toon. The other one.
Yeah, I mentioned the Go Fast rocket because
is that the one?
Yeah, it's got a yo-yo D-spin.
I don't know. There is a good quality version of it. You see here, something happened to it, and now it flips out and falls back down or something.
See, that looks to me like it
could be faked.
A balloon. No, it looks to me like it's a balloon. But all of that there was some stuff added to it there. But yeah, do this for the next time. Go get the original. Let's look at the original.
Okay. I got a couple more, but let me know when you need to,
Well, all right. So I have it at most another hour. But let me I want to show you a proper zoom in.
Okay.
So if you want to stop, I'll share.
All right.
So this is from Dazza the cameraman. He's
Mhm.
in New Zealand, and so here he is. He's at a parking lot, not far above the water, right?
Yeah.
Not too far. And then he's got this is either a P900 or P1000. He's got one of each.
Mhm.
And you can see there's that rock there sticking out, and then another smaller rock
Yeah.
to the right, and then to the right of that there's 3 ships. In the middle,
Yeah.
the middle ship is the closest, and you can make it out pretty much all of it, right? Compare the proportion of ship
Yeah.
that's visible above the horizon versus that which is hidden below the horizon. So the
Yeah.
ship to the left right now you cannot see very well. He's going to zoom in. So there you go. There's the ship to the
Okay.
left. You can see all that you can see of the ship to the left is the vertical thing sticking up. You can't see any of the hull, right?
Yeah.
None of it. But the ship
Yeah.
right to the right of it, you can see the hull. Maybe
Yeah.
all of it, maybe not all of it, but it's not matter. The proportion that you can see it. What matters is what happens when you zoom. So here he actually takes a screenshot of this boxed area here,
Mhm.
and then he zooms in. Right here's where he takes a screenshot. Then he zooms in all the way, and so the top is zoomed in all the way,
Mhm.
and the bottom part is partially zoomed out. And you can
And you're
see
talking
here,
about the left, the further, the boat
yeah,
that is further away.
yeah, on the
On the
left
left.
side, yeah, on the left side, the boat that's further away, that's obstructed by something. The amount of zoom did not change any of the amount obstructed. It made no difference at all in how much was
But
obstructed.
do we have sequence of the actual zoom happening, or is it just an image here, screenshotted or something?
Yeah. You actually see him zoom in. There you go. So it's a video that he's pausing and talking about and
Yeah.
taking a screenshot and zooming in farther. And the amount of zoom, no amount of zoom changes how much is obstructed. And I did the same
But-
thing last year at the same place here. And I had all the way zoomed out and all the way zoomed in, and no change in the amount of obstruction.
But MacToon, I gotta call you out on this one. I might be wrong, but I gotta call you out on this one.
I'm betting you're wrong, but go ahead.
Okay. Are you ready? Are you
Yes.
ready? To me, this zoom looks like a digital zoom, meaning zooming in on the image itself instead of being an actual zoom that kind of expands the view, so to say.
Yeah, so the
It did look like a
P1000,
digital one.
yeah, the P1000 and P900 have both, of course. And I do think that the very last stretch, so let's go here. I think the last stretch is digital. So he gets up to this and he stops right here. And then he zooms, I think he pauses there. So when you're using the P1000, you press the zoom button, it goes and it stops at full optical zoom. And then you have to release the button and repress the button to have it do the final optical zoom again. Right. So
Yeah.
that's what this last segment is right here. That's all optical. That's all digital zoom. So yeah,
that
you're
looks
right.
digital.
He did. So at the very end, that last stretch was digital, but that's fine. You can take this segment here, the non-digital portion, and it's the same amount. It doesn't change how much is actually obstructed, whether it's digital, right? So this is still full optical, no digital yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the digital. And he did that because flat earthers use digital zoom in the P1000s all the time as well. So it's to show the difference that it doesn't matter because the P1000 isn't magical.
But MacToon, when you do the real zoom,
Yeah,
that is when it actually starts to show more and more stuff.
Okay,
When you
well,
do the
then let's back
digital
up to
one,
that.
It's just
All right,
like
there you go.
it's like
There-
you're
there's
zooming
optical.
in on an image.
All right, there's optical. No digital zoom yet.
Okay, can you pull it
That
back a
boat-
little bit when it starts the whole
The
zooming?
boat on the left is obstructed the same amount. Yeah, I can jump back.
I want
There
to
you go.
see
There
the
we are.
whole.
There we are. Jump back. This is zoomed out. We'll play it a little bit here.
But it's not moving right now. Nothing is moving.
He's talking. There you go. So there, he's taking a screenshot. And now he zooms in a little more, all optical at this point, does a comparison. And he's going to zoom in more. There you go. So,
I don't
did
know.
not
To me,
change.
that didn't look like a real zoom. It looks
That
like
last-
a digital zoom.
that last set,
No, the
that
whole
last
thing
bit.
looks digital. Hold on, let me pull up for you another video that zooms in the way I explain it.
Dude, it's the same stinking camera.
Yeah, but still, the zoom is not behaving the same way.
Oh my gosh. All right, go ahead.
It's not. Hold on.
Oh, I'm gonna have to read this book to you. I'm saving it for later. I gotta read it to Dion.
Yeah.
Baby drops a noodle. Plop.
Where is that video?
Puppy gobbles it up.
Yeah.
Later.
Hold on,
Later. Not
Tune.
right now, people.
Hold on, Tune.
All
Yeah.
right,
Okay.
well,
Look at this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
One.
Are we looking yet?
Yeah. Hold on. This kind of looks different. Hold on. I don't know. Kind of looks different. Maybe you're right. I don't know. But to me, your video
I mean,
kind
he paused. He paused the video in between. But okay. I've got some questions from the audience.
Yeah. Go.
All right. Icy Spin asks, has he shown evidence yet? I'm dying to hear it. I don't know. You're gonna have to decide for yourself if he's shown evidence yet.
Well, I'm trying.
Axis Arkham says, just got here. Did I miss any flat Earth evidence?
Well, we haven't started. I'm not finished yet.
And Icy Spin says, can we have a look at his most recent painting? I think it's the beret again.
What do you say about this thing, Mike?
What about it?
The globe.
What about it? What do you think it's? What do you think it's showing there?
Do you see Africa is
Yeah.
taking up that much space on the wall?
Yeah. Yep. And how far
Are you-
away was that picture taken?
Are you talking about like the if it's close?
So I think
yeah.
that is. I think you're showing the 1972 blue marble, right?
Most likely, maybe.
Most likely. You don't know
Yeah,
which
most
meme you're
likely.
showing?
Dude, I just collect stuff that looks weird. That's all I'm doing. I'm like detective. You know what I mean?
No, you're
I'm not like you, a scientist.
I believe you. I believe
yeah,
you.
I
But
know
you're
you
not
do.
a scientist.
I'm like Detective Colombo. Do you remember Detective Colombo?
No.
Have you watched the series?
I'm not old enough.
What? I'm younger than you, and I've seen it.
I'm 13.
Detective
What are you
Colombo.
talking about?
Yeah, Detective Colombo. Just one more question. You know that guy. Just one more question.
Just the facts,
I'm
man.
that
Just
guy.
the facts.
That guy. I'm that guy. But
All right, hold on. Well, we'll
while you're pulling that up,
Well,
do you
I-
believe in the Big Bang? Do you believe in the Big Bang?
I was okay with it until she got her hair cut. Then I'm out.
Uh,
You know?
but so
All
you
right.
don't believe in the Big Bang?
Well, I mean, it's okay up until then, until Penny cut her hair. After that, but then she grew it back. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm back in.
But why are you
really,
making fun of the
everything,
Big Bang
I
though?
think they jumped the shark. That's when they jumped the shark.
Why are you avoiding the Big Bang, McToon?
I'm not avoiding it.
You are. You are, man.
Ooh, okay.
How did they know?
For the Big Bang Theory of the universe, it seems pretty good to me. It's the best I've seen, but it's not something I put a lot of effort into. But it's the best I've seen. So
Yeah,
all right,
basically, yeah. They say the initial singularity is a singularity predicted by some models of the Big Bang Theory to have existed before the Big Bang. The instant immediately following the initial singularity is part of the Planck epoch, the earliest period of time in the history of our universe. Now, how the hell could anybody figure that out? Like,
well,
were you there?
go read the papers.
Yeah, but you know,
Go read all the papers that they've written on it to how the hell they got to that position. So okay,
sounds ridiculous.
that sounds ridiculous. Isn't a refutation. Go read the stuff, and if there's errors in it, they would want you to tell them about it. And so there's an invitation to you, Vince, to find the errors in the Big Bang and let them know. So all right, there is right there when you're close to this is the same soccer ball. When you're close to it, you can see less of it.
Yeah, it becomes like a warping type of thing.
Yeah, it's perspective again, huh?
Yeah, but also, okay. Are you saying that when you go closer to that ball, doesn't it take up more like the size of it gets larger as well? Doesn't it when you go closer? Like if I go closer to this ball.
Yeah. Yeah, but the picture then it's still just a picture in the end. You put two pictures next to each other, they're the same size.
Yeah, but are you then scaling it so that it fits the same size of the other ball, or because?
But now even though those balls look the same size, they're they're scaled. So that's how scaling works. There's actually you're gonna love this. There's a formula for how much of a sphere you should see based on how far away you are from it. But of course, the theoretical max is 50%. And so that picture there that you're showing, that picture there, I think is 28,000 miles away, going from memory here. And let's see, I think I have the prediction. Let me see here. Somebody did a here's what the it should look like at this distance, and I'm not remembering exactly where I put that video.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Okay. And yep. All right. I think this is it.
Okay, should I stop sharing?
Just a second. Let them look at that while you. So I'm on a laptop, and I'm out in the middle of Pensacola Beach, and I'm using the 5G on my phone to get it, and I have everything on Dropbox, but I don't have everything downloaded locally. So there it is. Yep. Okay. So this is what I want to show you. And all right. There you go.
By the way, aren't you like afraid of the radiation of that 5G?
No, 5G is safer.
How? I mean, isn't the waves like tighter? you know, like
Um,
microwaves.
okay. I mean, I know you don't know what I do, and I know you
No,
don't
I
know
have
my
no idea.
background, and I know you don't know what I studied at university, but I can just tell you that I do know a little bit about how 5G works, and I could tell you that it is definitely safer. But that's a different video. So all right,
All right.
let's here you go. All right, here is a prediction of the visible portion of the Earth from 28,000 miles away, positioned to look over the portion of the Earth that the Blue Marble 1972 was looking at. All right, so this is the prediction of the globe. So when you're doing science, just remember, when you're doing science, you compute the consequences. You have a hypothesis, you compute the consequences, you compare to observation, you compare to experiment, compare to reality, right? So
Yeah.
this is a computation of the consequences of the Earth being a globe of a certain radius and from a certain distance away. This is the prediction of what we should see, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you want, the math is up on the top of the screen there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
And I know it's not your
damn
thing,
math.
but
Yeah.
but here's the thing, for honesty, for completeness, if anybody wants to go check it, that is in you can reproduce it in crikey, the name of the software that it's in. You can do it yourself. Oh my gosh, I'm totally spacing on the name of
Yeah,
that
don't
software.
curse, man.
Somebody will say it here. Anyway, okay, I'll play it. I'll be watching for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Here is the comparison to what is actually seen in the photograph, and it just fades between them. It's not Stellarium, no. Wolfram Alpha is the name of the software.
Okay.
So there's that code at the top is what you need to go and use Wolfram Alpha. So there you go. So this is just showing the observation to prediction, and they look like they're matching.
Yeah.
So the math there at the top is not that difficult, actually. The negative 29,39, that's the position on the Earth. So that's the latitude, longitude, and that quantity 8985 kilometer, that's the diameter.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So okay, let me ask you another thing. Have you seen that, you know, there is a city they're building in, I think it's Saudi Arabia. It's called The Line. Have you seen it?
The Line?
Yeah, it's called The Line. Let me pull it up quickly
Okay.
for you.
A city
It's,
called The Line.
Yeah, The Line. The Line City, which they're actually building. Pull this up. Hold on, let me share. The Line. This is The Line, man. This is The Line. So,
there you go. Okay.
it says it is the length of the line is 170 kilometers and 500 meters above sea level height of the line, and the width is 200 meters. Yeah, that's something else. So this line, I don't know how much curvature or whatever should be, you know, calculated with this, but how do you calculate, like when you're building this city that they're gonna build, how do they know where they are on the curve to make it, you know, make the foundation straight for the city? Or
So differential leveling is a technique that's a rather easier method of elevation measurement that surveyors use. There's other more complicated ways to be more precise, but differential leveling is precise to hundredths or thousandths of a foot. In
Okay.
in America, even though it is a rather high tech industry, they still do measurements in feet, but specifically hundredths, tenths, hundredths, and thousandths of a foot. They don't tend to do it in inches. So
Yeah, it's weird.
anyway, yeah, how do they do that? Differential leveling is how they would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
One way.
wouldn't this stick? You know, wouldn't this city eventually, like, you know, what do you say? Stick out like,
diverge from the surface
Yeah.
of the earth? Well, only
Yeah.
if they were trying to. If instead they were trying to have their foundations be all at the same elevation, then no. But remember, how far would it need to go for 1 degree of curve?
yeah.
111
Okay.
kilometers. And how many kilometers is that? 170. So that's looking at 1.5 degrees of curve.
Okay. What about when a lake or a sea or something freezes? When it freezes, does it freeze in a curved state or does it freeze in a flat?
It freezes generally in a curved state. Yeah.
Really? It feels like it freezes flat. You know what
It
I mean?
feels
No,
like
I'm
it.
not. Yeah, that is what it feels like. I'm a
Fe-
feel type of
feelings-
person.
Feelings don't matter, though. Feelings don't matter. Feelings don't change the shape of the earth. The earth is the shape
It
that it
looks
is,
flat.
regardless of your feelings. And it looks isn't
Good
useful
enough.
either. Yeah, I mean, this in music, the way something feels is great, because that's what music's about, right? A large part of music is emotion and feeling. But in science, feelings have no should have no bearing,
Maybe that.
but some
I give you
people
that.
let them slip in, and that's the whole point of how science is structured, so that if somebody publishes something that's incorrect because their feelings got in the way,
Yeah.
then somebody else is going to come along and take them to task for it.
Yeah. Okay, what about this? Here we got supposed footage from NASA. I don't know if you see it. Hold on. Yeah, you're probably seeing it. Yeah, since we got no sound here, basically you can see here that in the middle of this footage there is like a
Yeah. So
like a green screen type of effect. It's
So
like
I
it's
think-
like a yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
this is actually multiple cameras stitched together.
Yeah, that is what it looks like.
Yeah. So I don't think that's one camera. So what you're seeing in the middle there is probably an artifact of the stitching. I'm putting on a sweatshirt, by the way. It's starting to get a little chilly. So don't say anything that I wouldn't say while
Alright,
I got my earbuds out.
I won't. So yeah.
All right. What did he say, people?
But why would they do that though? Why would they stitch two different footages together?
To get a wider angle?
Yeah, but wouldn't wouldn't fisheye lens or whatever the hell it is do that for them? You know what I mean?
It would, but it would also add distortion in a different way. So
But it kind of yeah.
So a friend of mine is a photographer. He does a lot of wedding photography and things like that. And I saw him this summer. He's like, "Hey, look at this cool thing I have." And it's a little camera. It's not that big, but it's got two lenses on either side. It's actually two true fisheye lenses, and it does a 360-degree view. But you don't see the fisheye portion of it. It's all digitally processed, so that you just see the rectangular output of it. And so he's like, it's really nice for doing weddings, because you can go into a room with it on a pole or something,
Yeah.
and you see everybody all around, and you can put it in the middle of a dance floor. People are dancing, and then later in post, you can choose different portions of it that you can show. But of course, there's distortions, because you're actually taking two cameras and you're stitching together two, if video is a series of frames, right? So a series of pictures. So you're taking two
Yeah.
pictures and you're stitching them together. There's going to be little bits of disconnects.
But okay, Tune, we're seeing it happen.
I got my NASA sweatshirt on now, just so you know.
Yeah, that's cool for you. But you see here,
Yeah.
this can't be stitched though, because this footage right here, I don't know. Let me see if I
It's
can
a
make
little
it bigger.
small. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this footage right here looks like they actually have a fisheye lens fixed, but when this guy's foot goes through there in the middle.
Oh my gosh, that's two cameras stitched together. How do you not see that? It's super obvious. It's just stitching. They're stitching. Yeah.
Oh, why? Because a regular
Because
just
they want a
like
they want a wide field of view. So they
Yeah,
take one camera,
but
they put it up there, they mount it, and it gives them one feed. They don't have to take two. They don't have to get a heavily distorted lens. I mean, it's already, you can tell it's distorted. So typically these cameras have real fisheye lenses, and there's a ton of software happening. Yeah. So, but what we're seeing here is something that's completely impossible on flat. Oh, go back a little bit. Keep going. Keep going. A little more. There. Stop right there. See that?
Yeah.
Stitched. Yeah, it's just.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, but this doesn't look stitched though. Hold on. This one. Because this is getting the exact same wide, like this footage right here. This doesn't look stitched.
It looks like it's from the same viewpoint on this ISS. So it's
it looks like
the same
it
camera,
looks like,
right?
Yeah, it looks like the exact same viewpoint as the footage you said was stitched, but this one doesn't look stitched because you can see where that thing is. Hold on here. That thing is moving. We don't see any digital artifacts or whatever it's called. But we could see it here when we go back to the guy's foot right here. And this is pretty much the same.
Well, you gotta think of feet, man.
Yeah, so I don't know why they had to stitch it right here, but they didn't need to stitch it
because that's where
here.
that's where the camera lens portions stitch together. That's why.
Yeah, but they didn't need to do it here. This is the exact same. It's getting the exact same view and everything, angle and everything, but there is no need for them to stitch it here.
Yeah, well, look at the clouds. Oh, hold on. I mean, you can see the exposure differential. Because it's two lenses, so they're doing different auto exposure. Yeah, so look at the clouds. You can see the clouds, the stitching in the clouds too. Anyway, but yeah, it does show something that doesn't work on flat Earth orbit, the ISS orbiting.
Okay.
All right, we're behind on some questions here.
Okay, go.
Should we do a few more here?
Yeah.
They wanted to see your most recent painting. You must stop your share.
Okay.
Let's see.
Hold on.
Industrial Nerd says, if you were debating Group X, at least have them sing some Group X music.
What do you want? What is Group X? What does that mean?
I don't know. What's your best song?
I don't know if you can hear it, but that's my most advanced song is a classical composition. I know what you guys want to hear.
I don't
want to hear
my
flat. You want to hear my Flat Earth song? I know that.
Do you have a Flat Earth song?
Yeah, I made it in like an hour or so.
Oh,
but
that's you spent 6 hours too long on that song.
Oh man, that was just 1 hour.
I know.
1 hour.
You spent that's 6 hours too much. All right. George M says, I thought Sweden had an excellent school system. Did Vince fall through the cracks?
No, I'm just, I'm using my own mind. And yeah, I know
All
I
right.
can't, compete with McToon regarding these things, but I'm not here to compete with McToon.
You could probably out sing me.
That I can definitely do.
Yeah.
That I can definitely do.
I dropped my carrot in the ranch.
Listen, my intention was not to, win over McToon. My intention was to bring weird stuff that I thought was weird and present it in this stream and see what McToon says and whatever. You know what I mean? That's my thing here.
So far,
it's
been second week of Flurf camp.
Okay, what does that mean?
So, I've been doing this for a while. April 20 is my 5-year anniversary since my first debate with a guy who calls himself Why You Are an Idiot. Or sometimes he just call him by his surname, Mr. Idiot.
Yeah.
So I want to have a rematch with him. I don't know how to get a hold of him. He's hard to find these days.
Why don't you debate Flat Earth Dave?
Why won't Dave debate me? That's the question.
Is that the question?
That's the question.
Okay.
So when I saw him and I crushed his dainty fingers with my manly handshake, I said, "Hey," and I gave him a Flat Earth bingo sheet so that he can play bingo when he debates me, and he wouldn't take it because he said he'll never debate me.
Did he say that?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it was because he was just in so much pain from his hand getting crushed. What's that disease where they have the bones that are basically as weak as bird bones? That disease. He must have that. I don't know.
So did
Anyway,
he give a reason? Did he give a
so
reason
he would not accept even me giving him the bingo sheet.
So he didn't give you a reason for why he didn't want to do it.
No. He said he won't debate. He said he wouldn't debate me because he thinks I'm dishonest. But he has to think that all Globers are dishonest, so he couldn't debate any Glober ever. That's just his way out.
Well, I mean, he had a bad experience with that guy, Professor Dave.
Maybe he has osteoporosis. Yeah, that could be. Oh, Mr. Glass disease.
By the way, do you think that that the launch of that Tesla into space? You can't tell me you believe in that stuff.
Oh, that was great. I love that. I was in Arizona at when that happened, and we watched it on my phone because I was playing pool with my kids.
Yeah. So you believe that Tesla is?
Yeah, it totally did. The evidence all supports it.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. That's not refutation.
I have it right here. Let's look at it. It looks ridiculous. Okay. It looks ridiculous.
People tracked it with telescopes.
Yeah, but God knows what that was. This one right here.
What about it? Did you compare it to weather patterns on the Earth at the same time to see if it's different?
No, but it looks like it's in a studio. That's what it looks like.
Well, how would it look if it was in space? Is this how it would look if it was in space?
I don't know, but this looks like.
Okay,
and
okay,
also,
hold on. Wait. I don't know is your answer. If you don't know what it should look like when it's in space, then you can't do science on this because have a hypothesis, compute the consequences, compared observations. If you don't know the consequences of in space, then you can't say if it looks like it's in space or not.
But okay, fine, I agree. But I do remember that I saw it glitching out for a brief moment.
You saw it glitching out because flat earthers faked it.
No, it was in a like a, I don't know what it was, for a brief moment.
Flat earthers manufactured that.
How do you know that? What evidence do you have of that?
Because the original doesn't have that.
Maybe they edited it out.
Maybe they did, but you can get multiple copies from multiple sources of the original.
But do you remember what Elon said? He's like, it has to be real because it looks so fake.
He was poking fun.
Or maybe telling the truth.
Or, well, that's neither way is that evidence for anything, is it? You need to actually look at the evidence to see what's evidence, not what somebody said when they're mocking people that say it's fake.
I mean, that guy, you know, he has some credibility. I mean, this.
Yeah, for mocking people like flat earthers.
What about this one? How do you explain this one? The guy with the harness. You know what I'm talking about, Mike?
All right, yeah. Let's see it.
Hold on. And then yeah, this guy. What about this guy? What about that guy, man?
You think I haven't analyzed this?
Yeah. Oh, you probably have. But hey, did you see that? You could see
Oh,
it. Hold on.
wait.
There.
I have
was.
your. Wait. You're sharing a screen. I have that up.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. Can you make it bigger?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what do you
see? I can actually see the hook or whatever that is. Look. Hold on. Right here. I don't know if you see. Right near his shoulder.
Yeah.
There. If you look closely, there is a shiny thing that comes right there.
Yeah. Do you know what that is?
You
know what's on the wall behind him there? You know what's on the wall behind him there?
What?
That's an iPad on the wall there behind him. You're seeing a reflection off the iPad. But now, why would you think that a harness would come out of the middle of his shoulder?
Because
that's not where a harness would come. That's not where a harness.
But if you look here, it becomes like pointy, right? Like this. You see there? And that is exactly where.
Why would a harness come there? That's not where you'd put a harness even. And now the harness is gone. How did the harness disappear? Wait, go back. Where did the harness go?
Well, maybe it's
so
just,
inconsistent.
Maybe the reflection, or maybe I don't know what it is.
Well, there's no harness now, and now there's a harness. No, there never was a harness.
Reflection, and why does he look so? Why is he so stiff? You know what I mean? This is not the only one I've seen.
He's not so
stiff. You know that every time they show footage of these guys, they're all like super stiff, like they don't want to move. What's up with that, man? What's up with that? You know it, Mactoon. They're all stiff.
Show the one where they're flipping. Show the one where they're flipping.
Let me see if I have it. Hold on.
That was my favorite.
A bunch.
I love that one.
Got a bunch of these videos.
All right. I'm running out of carrots. This is my last carrot. Well, other than the one that's in here, I'm going to have to drink the ranch to get that carrot.
Okay, forget about that one. What about this one?
You got to share it.
What about this one? Yeah, hold on. I have like 2,000 tabs up.
So many tabs.
Yeah. So
this isn't the ISS.
No, I know. I couldn't.
You are all over the place.
Yeah, I know. That's how it is to be a music artist.
Have you been diagnosed yet?
Yeah, as a genius.
No, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, as a genius. Hold on.
I meant with ADHD. What? Have you been diagnosed with it?
I don't really like those labels because they're trying to put a label on you so that they can kind of.
I wish I don't. Stupid. I don't have my tabs here. I normally have tabs here. I'd be enjoying.
But okay, Mactoon.
Okay.
Mactoon.
Yeah. Okay.
So how is this?
Focus.
Yeah.
Focus.
Yeah. The sun is. Yeah. These explain why the sun only lights up half of the moon when it's directly 180-degree angle from the sun and not obstructed by the earth.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, you went there, Vince. I didn't think you
Huh.
would.
I don't know. I'm pulling shit up.
Oh, I know.
I'm pulling shit up, man.
All right, all right. Formulate your question again. I just want to hear your question. Go. Focus. I'm
Okay.
focused. Well, get it full
So if
screen.
the sun,
Get nice and big.
if the sun is lighting up the moon, I'm gonna do it. Please explain why the sun only lights up half of the moon when it is directly 180-degree angle from the sun and not obstructed by the earth. So here, and then the sun is over there. So why isn't it fully lit? Why is it, only half lit or whatever that is?
Okay. Are you under the
Why does it?
impression that we claim that the phases of the moon is caused by the shadow of the earth?
No, but you say that it is lit up by the sun, so shouldn't it lit up the whole moon in that case when it's
Only half of it can ever have light on it, right?
why?
Because
that?
only half of it is facing. There's a car there. Only half of it is facing the sun. Half of it is facing the sun. The other half is facing away from the sun, right?
Hold on, no, hold on. That would mean that we have seen other angles of the moon. We've never seen.
No,
We've only seen
that's
one
not it.
face of the moon.
That's not it.
We've never seen any
That's
other
not
face
it,
of the
man.
moon. We've
That's
never
not
seen
it.
any other
Okay.
angle of the moon.
You're right, because the moon, well, not totally. The moon is tidally locked, so we see about 59% of the moon.
Why 59? Why not just
because it has libration. Let me see if I can get.
I actually think
people just walked up here. All right, hold on.
here.
So
I don't think it's a sphere. Mike Toon, I don't think it's a sphere. I think it's
I don't care what you think. Just a second. There's people here, they're digging in the sand.
Digging in the sand.
There's like two grandmas. Or no, a grandma and some kids.
Brilliant.
Okay, let's see. All right, okay, all right.
And also,
this is gonna be good. All right, here we go. Let's see. All right, you see this?
Moon?
The moon does not perfectly face the earth. It varies through the month and year. This is called libration. We see more than 50% of the moon as it librates. So this is a video of, is it going to play the video? Let's see. Nope, it's not going to play the video. Oh, crikey.
It's Elon. It's Elon, man.
No, this is all right. So this is my Google Slides presentation, but it's not showing it's not playing the video. So just a second here. I can get it though. I have a different way to do it.
Okay, while you're doing that, how is it possible for the moon, which is sand, to be reflecting?
It's not sand. Okay, here we go. All right. That's not it. Stop it.
Okay, while you're trying to get it like
No, don't change the topic. Just a second.
Trying to...
I know you're being good. That's you're trying to fill the dead space.
Exactly. With another question.
All right, there you go. Do you see that?
Okay.
Right there. So this is 20 photographs of the full moon between May 2005 and December 2006 by your countryman, Laurent Lavadier, a Frenchman.
Mm-hmm.
So there is the moon's libration. All right, that's how we know it's a sphere, because of that. And then this one here, this shows a more in-depth detail. There on the top picture, you can see that Mayer Humboldt titanium. I pronounced that wrong. I don't know how to say it right. And then
Okay.
on the middle picture, you can see it's getting a little distended, or the opposite of distended, anti-distended. How about that? And then in the bottom picture there, you cannot see it at all because it's beyond the view. It's past the curve there. So
Okay, let's say
Real
I
close.
give you this.
do that yourself.
Let's say I give you this. Let's say I give you this.
All right.
How come we haven't seen the backside of it?
We have.
We have. Oh yeah, I know one picture.
People have. Oh, there's a bunch.
Hold on.
There's many. Yeah.
Come on, there's only one, which looks
Oh
ridiculous.
no, there's hundreds. There's hundreds.
Do you know which
I mean,
one?
I don't
about?
exactly hundreds, but there's a good number of them.
Okay, so if I Google it, I should find it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me do it right now in real time. What should I say? Backside of the moon.
Do Earthrise Apollo 8.
So hold on, is this supposed to be the backside of the moon?
Earthrise Apollo 8 is what you're looking for. So let's see here.
So is this supposed to be the backside?
Well, can you share it so that we can make it bigger? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not sure offhand if that is.
That looks... Hey, I can even see how it's fake. Hold on. Do you see this, MacToon? Hold on.
What?
Straight in the middle, it's like... Hold on. Hold on. Right here, hold on. There is a straight line, like a Terminator line here, that is different.
Okay. What's
this
the
is
source?
stitched up.
What's the source of that? It's always good to go to the source. So,
All right, let's go to the
Earthrise,
source.
the original Earthrise.
Should
So I don't know the
Earthrise?
source of that particular one. So
Okay,
all of the Apollo photographs are on photographic slides, so you can go look at them on actual photographic slides and compare them there.
Okay, but if I type backside of the moon Apollo something.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's the very same. It's the very. This is so bad. This is even worse because now it's a way better
But
resolution.
go into
one.
that. Go into that actual.
Shit.
What's wrong
Look
with
at
that?
What's wrong with that? Hold on. What's wrong with that? Look at this. Look at this right here. Right there. That's a complete.
Yeah. So it looks
mess.
like it's a stitched together photograph there.
Yeah, two
Okay.
halves of a circle.
Yeah. So that's okay.
I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna
It's
say,
okay, isn't it?
they
Is it
just
okay to
stitched-
stitch together photographs? Does stitching together photographs make them fake?
Kinda. Yeah.
Kinda. Okay. Well, then just look
Yeah.
at one half of it then.
No, because you can get the full size of the front face of the moon. So
From how
come you
far?
can't
From
get-
how far away?
I don't know. From our
From the
to
distance between the Earth to the Moon away, we get that every night. But to get that far away on the other side of the moon, that's a distance, and we've not done that because there's no reason to do that far away on the other side of the moon. So all of our photographs of the dark side of or the far side of the moon is really the word for it, are from close in. So you can't get one photograph of the entire far side of the moon. You have to either you just get a photograph of a section of it, or you have to stitch them together if you want to get like the whole thing.
But what about the things that they've sent? Like they've sent them far into space, like years and years ago to
But they
explore.
didn't go to the far side of the moon. They went elsewhere.
Yeah. All right. But
They'd have to want to go there, and for some reason want to be a certain distance away from it, and then get a photograph of it, which is a bit particular of a thing to want to do. Okay, I have 12 minutes until Dion But I got
Alright.
some super chats to go, some questions and stuff.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to focus
it.
here.
All right.
All right, this we got Tyson Dogs says some floors are dropping the AE map for the Helleric triaxial boreal projection map. They still have the same issues. I don't know about that map yet. I'll have to look at it. Cody Payne says, philosophically speaking, God is the name we give to the metaphysically necessary thing that grounds contingent reality.
Can I ask Cody quickly? No.
Okay, go quick.
Not. Yeah. Do you think this reality just was an accident that just came up by itself without an intelligent designer?
I can tell you that Cody does not. Barry F says, where did the sun go? I don't know. Where did it go? Alyssum says, my favorite question, why do even the simplest of navigation techniques, such as calculating our flight distances, require us to account for the globe?
Well, I got something on that, but you continue reading while I'm pulling that up.
Okay, Icy Spin says, what would change your mind? Is it
for me?
Possible? Yeah, what would change your mind?
I mean, it will be actual real-time footage that is not doctored and stuff like that. You know?
Actual real-time footage of what?
Of them going to space, going to moon, filming the Earth. In a
okay, so
sequence.
So a different standard of evidence than that you would accept for flat Earth, right? That's the third law of Flerf.
No.
Is that there's a dual standard of evidence, that flat earthers have one standard of evidence for flat Earth, super easy, they'll take almost anything, and a different standard of evidence for the globe, really difficult, basically reject everything.
Not really, because the evidence we're seeing here, I mean, the supposed evidence, if you want to say that,
you have a literal photograph.
CGI.
You have a literal photograph
CGI.
a literal photograph of the moon there behind you. That's not CGI. That's stitched together, yes, but not CGI.
Yeah, but I still think it's suspicious. Even though, what you're saying,
so
I still
dual
think
standard
it's
of evidence.
suspicious.
All right, Siggy Sigwald gifted 50 memberships. Thank you, Siggy, very much. And then he says, for 666 Argentinian reals, Pizza World, hail Sagan.
You mean hail Satan?
Sagan. No, Carl Sagan. He's talking about
okay.
Carl Sagan.
I was like,
it's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke. Because I won't say that thing that you just said.
Me either. I mean, I said
you just
it,
said
but
it,
I didn't
though.
mean it.
I mean,
yeah,
you
but
said it, not
didn't.
me.
Yeah, I didn't mean it.
You said it.
Yeah, because it sounded like he said that.
Of the two of us, who has said it?
I know, but my intention was not it. You know what I mean? The intention is important, right?
Icy Spin says, why telescope mounts spin on one axis if Earth flat?
Hold on. What did you say? Why? What?
Why do telescope mounts spin only one axis if the Earth is flat?
I have no idea, man. I'm not an expert on this. I'm
I
Detective
believe
Colombo.
you.
But hey, Toon,
What
about this? Do you see this?
What about it?
When he's zooming in on that table, that black thing, whatever it is, first it doesn't show, and then once
can
he
you
zooms
make it?
in,
Can you make it bigger? Use the
share screen.
Yeah. And make it big. Make it extra super big. Oh, you got it. There it is. Okay. Oh, now zoom back it up so we zoom. Oh, look at that. Like I said, edge of the table. Edge of the table. I need to see the top of the table. Can't see the top of the table. This is dishonest. Look at that. You can see the top of the water. Top of the water, top of the water, top of the water. No top of the table. Don't be dishonest, flat earthers. I see the top of the water. I need to see the top of the table. It's being obstructed because of the edge of the table. And it's being unobstructed because the diaphragm, the lens inside the camera, it's collecting light from a higher vertical area than just the center. So when they put it there and they have the center of the lens below the table edge, the top of the lens is still getting light from higher. That's how it's able to get that. It's a trick. I don't know if they're intentionally doing it or not, but it's a trick and it's not real. I need to see the top of the table. Judy, you got this as a $1.99 super chat. This is postage for King Crew to get his book. I still owe NA at Rubik's Cube. And let's see, I have one or two others that I still owe. I need to send Gowden's Raber a tab can full. And I need to send some Flurf bingo sheets to somebody. All right, QF27 is a direct flight between Australia and South America. So, and that isn't, but that's also not a refueling stop. That's a changing onto a different plane. My goodness, like okay. QF27 exists. So explain that. Connell Silver versus Nasty Blue Cheese. That's it. Unsubscribe. What's your favorite cheese there, Vince?
I got, regular yellow cheese. That's what I like.
Is that what you call it in Sweden?
Yeah, yellow cheese.
Okay.
I'm not into the moldy ones.
How's your Swedish? Is that your first language?
My Swedish is pretty good, yeah.
Is it your first language?
You can say that because I didn't speak that much Persian or Farsi. Yeah. And so I would say English is now my second language because I only spoken English for 5 years. So you have to.
Oh, well, it's pretty good for 5 years.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. Like your accent is not strong. Right?
Yeah, yeah, it comes through sometimes. You know what's funny though? When I sing, you can barely hear the accent. When I sing English.
Yeah. When people sing, they sound like they're from Minnesota. Yeah, you didn't know that? That's true. Monkey Cat Pat Pat says, "Can we get a live on location weather report from MC Toon in Florida?" Yes. It's pretty nice out, but I have a sweatshirt on and a Bucky's long sleeve shirt. So it's a little chilly. And I don't know if you saw it, but I moved around a little bit and I have shorts on and I put over my shorts, I put some sweatpants things. Actually, not sweatpants, pajamas. I'm sitting on the beach wearing pajamas. There it is.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
I'm holding. Axis Arkham says, "I'm back. What did I miss? Flat Earth evidence?" No, not yet. It's one of these times. What
about this one, MacToon? You can't hear maybe you can hear the sound. I don't know the sound, but it is quite.
Dude, do you do zero research of your own? This is an animation. This isn't real. This never was claimed to be real.
What do you mean animation? It looks like a real time, like real footage.
No, it's not. It's not meant to be real footage. It's an animation.
Okay, so like a simulation. Are you saying like it's like a simulation of what it would be?
Yes. It's not actual. That's flat earthers love to take things that are labeled as not real and claim that NASA is claiming they're real. They never claim that.
So they showed people this to show how they would do it in space. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, but it wasn't labeled, "This is what's really happening." But flat earthers took it and intentionally, I think, mislabeled it to suggest that NASA claimed that this was real when they never claimed that.
Okay. But it says CBS News special this week, The Week in Space, June 3rd, 1966.
Okay.
But yeah.
But it doesn't say this is real-time footage from space, does it?
Okay, but you said that the moon is not, sandy.
No, I said it's not. I said it's not sand. It's many things. But there's certainly dust and sand on it.
But how can this reflect the sun the way it does?
Well, I was on the beach today, and the beach reflected the sun. And it's sand. I don't know why that's a problem.
To the point of, lighting up a lot of, places. Like when
why this is so hard. Sand reflects light. The moon is made of, among other things, sand, which reflects light. Why is that hard?
Doesn't do it to that extent,
What extent?
so that it like comes back and lights up a whole area on the planet. Makes sense. Doesn't make sense.
The moon is a good size, right? So you take all of that size together and reflect the light and send it over. All right. I'm on to the next one here.
All right, go.
The Sun Express is NASA / ESA. We have detected 5 hydrogen atoms near the moon. Flurfs, see moon inside the dome. Yep.
Okay.
Lord,
What about the reason?
No.
Okay.
Lord Illuminous Poo says, my doctor said that's not good Mercury. Oh, hold on. My doctor said, that's not good Mercury is in Uranus. I said, Doc, I don't believe in astrology. He said, no, my anal thermometer broke.
All right. So, it's good that you get the laughter in. What do you think? Okay, read the
what?
super chats.
The program Connell Silverfur says the programmer sends a message. Beep, boop, beep, boop. Okay. All right.
It is a virtual reality, by the way. I stick by that.
What's this guy?
Also, if it is a virtual reality, why don't they, in video games, why don't they do gravity? Why don't they try to do it the same way gravity is supposed to be on the globe? Meaning, everything draws to the center, like they don't do that
in video games.
First person. Yeah, in video.
Certainly they do, but sometimes they get it wrong. Sometimes they get it
Hold
better.
on, Mactoon. They don't do that. The only game really that they did that is Super Mario Galaxy, which is like he's running on a globe.
But no, Super Mario Galaxy wasn't like it at all because every planet had the same gravity.
Yeah, but the gravity was drawn into the center of the ball. But on the rest of the games, which is 99%, they don't do that. They just do a downward force or whatever.
All right. So generally in games, you don't want that because like in Fork Knife, if gravity did what gravity does in reality, then you couldn't jump from that bus plane and come down it. So it's for the game mechanics so that it works right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you would think that they would want to apply real world gravity.
No, I would think they don't because the real world sucks for the types of things that you want to do in games.
But they do try to mimic.
All right. The Sun Express is Flurf. The elites hide parts of the earth with resources from us. Russia, largest country on the planet with the most uninhabited land.
Sure. But also, let me just say this. You want to read them first? Or
yeah, I got a bunch. We can't go in because Dion just messaged me here. So
yeah. I just want to add this. The last 3 years showed that the whole world, the countries of the world, can do things, conspire together. The last 3 years showed that they did the same type of lockdowns. You know what I mean?
The last 3 years showed a whole mess. An absolute mess. Chris says Jim Gates supersedes Neil deGrasse Tyson as the new head high priest of the Temple of Tune. Oh my gosh. The Sun Express is theoretical physics. Looks like mathematics. Web browser source code. Looks like mathematics. Dirt pizza confirmed.
All virtual realities are made on a plane.
Well, then why does everything measure to be spherical? Connell Silverfur says future headline, Unreal Engine hacks reality. Absolutely. That's funny. PhD Tony says, does Vince understand the distinction between what he believes or thinks and what he can demonstrate?
Apparently not, PhD Tony.
Apparently not. Globe Express says, so Vince seems to be a race contentional baguette. I hope the programmer fixes this soon.
No, I'm a bug in the program, man. I'm here to stir shit up.
Do you know what a race condition is?
Conditional.
Well, he meant to write race conditional.
Depending on a condition. Like I'm a certain race depending on a condition.
No. It has nothing to do with race. It's a programming tech. It's a programming
Okay.
thing.
Okay. I don't know about that. No.
It's not.
I don't know about that.
It has nothing to do with that kind of race. No, it's a programming thing. I wouldn't know though. Dr. Nimrod
this is a virtual reality. Yeah.
His Honor Holiness Pope Nimrod, Doctor of Bacon Theology, has arrived with bacon for all. That includes all types of bacon that you like. Well, thank you for that. Are you a fan of bacon?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, actually. I wasn't when I was young, but it's nice.
I wonder if MK Ultra in the chat is a fan of bacon. Maybe you can answer me.
MK Ultra, that's real too.
MK Ultra, no, it's not. Well, yes, there were certainly some fishy things they were doing there with MK Ultra. So I'll take.
Hold on, Maktoum, quickly. Isn't it weird that everything we thought was fiction has turned out to be reality in movies and stuff like that?
No, because that hasn't happened.
RoboCop, Terminator.
I
like that
saw the Muppet movie, and I still have not seen a talking yellow bird.
But Terminator is up ahead, you know.
Where?
Yeah, soon it will be behind you. Yeah, it's coming. Anyways, yeah.
It'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be back. Screw
Lord
your
of
freedom, like Arnold said. Yeah.
Lord of Luminous Boost says flurf of seagulls, and I ran so far away from evidence.
Listen,
No,
I'm not the best.
I gotta keep going. Icy
right.
Spin says, how do you determine what's true? What do you stand to lose if flat Earth isn't true? Will you be honest with yourself or shift the goalposts? That's a good one to answer.
No, absolutely. If I see evidence that shows that it is a ball, why would I deny that? It's not like I want to believe it's flat. It's just that I think it is. I don't want to, but since I haven't seen any real evidence of the ball, so I'm still on the flat Earth.
And now we go back to the third law of Flurf, the dual standard of evidence. So pick a standard of evidence, write it down, declare what you will go through to accept evidence, and then apply it equally. There's your challenge.
Real footage. Hey, real footage.
But you don't have real footage of flat Earth, so there's your dual standard. Anyway, Cranky Quokka is a new member. Thank you, Cranky. Caucasian Sensation has been a member for 30 months. His flirts are a runaway train of misinformation. Ryan says, check the SpaceX page. They have detailed write-up of why the last flight failed. And that's a good one. You can go to look at why IFT2 failed. They have details on it there. And it's looking like we're like a week away from IFT3.
Okay.
So watch that live. Watch it live. Oh yeah.
Gotta do a new one. Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna keep doing them until they're successful at it. That's what they're trying to they're trying to go to Mars. They're trying to put people on Mars. So King Cruz says, Magoon, send my book. It's here. Come get it.
That's his book. Okay.
I'll just hand it to you, and your hand could just come right over the camera here, and then you'd have it. But you're not here. I'm a long way from Miami, just because I'm in the same state. Lord Illuminous Pooh says, I'm one of those people that sneeze at bright light. It's called autosomnala, compelled heliophilactic outburst of bastards calling it a chew. Oh my gosh. I read that whole dumb thing for that joke. Thank you for that, Lord Illuminous Pooh. Serena's wants to still no photos of flat Earth from space. You see, your standard of evidence requires you to have a live stream video from space to think that the Earth is flat.
Unfortunately, we don't have that money to do that and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's your standard. So you can't think that the Earth is flat because it hasn't met your standard of evidence.
Yeah, but you would think that they would have convincingly
you would think
evidence by
that's
now.
A different standard of evidence. They do, but you won't accept it because you have two standards of evidence.
I think the moon landing is fake as hell, man. I really do.
Two standards of evidence. You won't
The-
accept photographs of the moon landing, but you will accept photographs of flat Earth stuff. Dual standard of evidence.
Well, I'm not saying like for sure it is flat. I'm saying it doesn't seem to be a globe.
Oh, you say it's
You know?
you say it's flat.
Well, I
You
think
go
it's
to
a
bed at night.
plane.
You hug your Gleason map pillow every night to sleep as you go to sleep, right?
No, I don't. I really don't.
Anyway,
I just
all
think
right.
it's a plane.
Otto
You know?
Otto says that's flat too. Otto
It's a
says
plane.
because I love board books.
A creator created a plane. That's what I
Beryllium-
believe.
Yeah, it's a dual standard. Beryllium says how many different points need to be refuted before he admits it's not flat? Infinite. He's got a different. It's the goalpost. Magus123 says, so would he say he's matching beats, switching songs? That's making both the songs fake.
What does he mean by that? He's matching
know.
beats, switching songs.
That is making both the songs fake. Oh, like in a DJ.
Ah,
the
mixing
DJ.
two songs
Yeah,
together.
so you change the beat so that they have the same tempo while you do the switchover.
Yeah, but it's not the same song. It becomes something. It becomes something else. When you do that.
But is the first song fake or the second song fake because of that?
No.
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 All right.
So you're saying the doing that with the moon. Okay.
Got it. All right. Icy Spin says humans make mistakes. NASA fakery would be obvious. It would. Vince Connell Silver first says Vince gallops more than Gish.
Hey, listen. It's good that you guys laugh.
Icy Spin says look up harness trauma. It's a real thing. Yeah, the harnesses never connect to the people where they would in actual harnesses, or not never, but these they're like it's coming off the top of his shoulder right here. Like the harness wouldn't be there. David Villar says, why do I have to super chat this flat earther to smithereens? This is not a Terminator line. It is at best a stitched contrast between the two sides. Then he says, David Villar says, Vince, all of your skepticism was cynical gibberish, just like sovereign citizens.
My skepticism is healthy because you guys, I don't know if you believe that there is an agenda for us.
Nope.
You don't. You think it's like a free future. Okay.
I think that the politicians of this world are inept and the only thing they care about is getting reelected.
Yeah, but the people behind them that is really in control.
There's no people behind them.
Okay. So we're not heading towards electronic slavery.
Well, we may or may not be, but it's not because some overseeing group of people are doing it.
So it's just like an accident.
Yes.
Just like reality, right? Like many globers think.
I didn't say that.
I'm not saying you, but many globers think it's an accident.
I don't think they say that. I don't think a lot of people say that either, but whatever. Toads in my eyes says MC Toon, what was about debunked? What about debunked regurgitated Flurf meme? Well, yeah, what about that one? You gotta look them up, dude. Then it won't look so obvious when you come in here with the stuff that was already smushed. Anyway, all right. PhD Tony says, convince, show us a single example for which the spherical distance formula is not accurate.
No, I can't.
Can you show me one example for which the flat Earth distance formula is accurate?
I can't either. I can't that either. No.
All right.
But listen. I'm really not a good guy, to represent flat Earth. I was just here to bring up stuff to you and see what you know. So you can't judge flat Earth with me, on me.
You're a much better example than a lot I've had on here, just so you know.
Come on.
Lord Illuminous Pooh says, all hail algorithmo god of accidents and the trinity of like, comment, and subscribe.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a play on words. A trinity of like, comment, subscribe.
Oh, okay. I know. Okay,
so that the algorithm, You see the god
Holy
of
Ghost.
accidents and the all hail El Grismo, god of
But again,
AdSense.
I never said I was religious. I just believe in a creator because that's the only thing that makes sense.
That makes you religious.
No.
Just a little pro tip.
No.
Serena's one says the Temple of Tune reminds you to tip your server. David Villar says 2,000 diameter of the moon with that refractive regolith dirt will reflect that much light. Vince, you're irrationally presumptuous. It's boring.
Hey, listen, I have a childish spirit like you guys have, but in a different way. Okay? I ask stupid questions.
All right. And when people, just so you know, when your kindergarten teacher said there's no such thing as a stupid question, that was wrong. There are stupid questions.
No.
Okay. Platonic Cuddler says I've been to the ice wallets where NASA keeps the genetically engineered cat girls and the lightsabers. They're just glorified toasting knives. Thanks, Zumi. Thanks, Zumi. David Villar says this guy talking about Mario Brothers game. The irony is just amazing. I see Vince's face in here.
Yeah, I've heard that. I heard that. I need a fatter mustache, though. Know what I mean?
When I knock on my kid's door in the morning, I knock the Mario theme.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. But it's just a knock. There's no pitch to it, so I'm the only one hearing it.
Okay.
David Villar says, all right, there we got that. We got Lord Luminous Boost. It's not a joke. The bastard's really calling the sneezing in bright lights achoo syndrome. To quote Ross, pull it up. Oh my gosh. I have to pull it up next.
Ross real offended.
Yes.
When are you gonna have him on again?
Pull it up.
When are you gonna have Ross on again?
I don't know. He's one dimensional. He's only got one thing.
What is that?
It's here's a paper and that he talks about, and then you're like, okay, well, can you show me in the paper where it says that? No, I don't want to bore you. It's not like, but I have the paper on screen. No. We should change the topic. Let's talk about something else. And then I'll say something, and he'll say, "Pull it up." So I pull it up, and he's like, "No, we don't want to look at that."
Say what you want about that guy, but he is, he's a stand-up guy.
I'll pull it up every time, but he doesn't want me to pull it up. All right. Chris says, Vince, does space exist?
I don't think there is a universe out there. No. I think there is like a clock. Oh, hold on. Let me say this to you, McToon. Let me say this. Hold on. Quickly.
Say it.
If it all was a big bang and a bunch of rocks hitting each other, blah, 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 through millions and billions of years, blah, 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 ended up creating a perfect clock to the T, like in seconds. The clock that we have, 12 hours, 24 hours, 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, all of that stuff with the months and years, all in perfectness.
So many layers of wrong.
What is it wrong?
The how many days in a year?
365. 365.
Nope.
What is it then?
365.25, but even that isn't totally precise. So it's not perfect to the whatever.
But the clock is perfect.
What clock?
The clock that we all follow.
The number of hours in a day?
Yeah, it's like perfect, like 24 hours.
But that is something that we made.
Yeah, but it still makes sense.
After.
But
we made it after that time. So whatever amount of time it takes to go from midday to midday, we just said, let's just call it that. Let's give it a name and let's chop it up into even segments. Oh, wow. Amazing. It's in even segments. That's because that's how we did it. But here's the deal. To the precise measurement, the length of day varies. It's not always the same. So it's not perfect either that way.
What about the zodiac signs and stuff like that?
I don't do astrology.
Yeah,
but even that isn't it doesn't matter. It's not even
Rotate.
that isn't precise.
Okay.
Anyway, all right. And if space doesn't exist, then where does the flat plane exist?
It's a realm. It's a dimension. It's a realm, just like a video
It's
game.
it's in space. Come on. All right, Lord Illuminus Pooh as
There is
leader
no space. There is
of
no
the-
space because okay.
of the Illuminati. We are not attempting to deliver us into technocracy. Wink.
Exactly. You guys are all
Now-
part of it, man. Your guys are all part
Now,
of it.
but the Apple Vision Pro is. I was at the Mall of
Yeah.
America. You know what the Mall of America is, right?
I know it's a mall. I've never been there, never seen it.
It's a good. You went out on a limb there saying it was a mall. So I was there a couple weeks ago, and there's a guy walking around, two guys, one with the Apple Vision Pro, and the guy next to him is like his helper or something. I'm like, oh, this is not the reality. This isn't the future I want. I don't want to see people walking around wearing that thing.
But that's where we're heading. It's
I
gonna
hope
end up
not.
that way.
I hope not.
Have
Just
you
like
seen what
people-
it does, though?
Just like people who did not like when people were wearing Google Glass and call them glass
Yeah.
holes. I
that's
hope
a nice
that there's a name for people that walk around wearing the Apple Vision Pro, and that
Yeah.
everybody just says, look, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna get punched.
Yeah, but MacToon, have you seen what it can do, though? It is quite amazing what it does.
Cool. Do
I'm
it.
not.
Don't walk around in public with it, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm not endorsing it or anything. I'm just saying that I think people will be drawn into that shit, just like with the smartphone.
All right, Mr. E-Man says, I am late. Did I miss any measurements of flatness? He's so silly.
Yeah.
What about
I
any
was
evidence?
doing-
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, wait. Where did we ever find those? Lord Illuminus Pooh said, a friend of mine said with all the cat girls on the internet, where are the dog girls? I said, Full Metal Alchemist. I don't know what that means.
I don't get that. No.
Where are the dog girls? Full Metal Alchemist. Something I'm missing. Mr. QTube, first name Fa, says, going to Mars isn't that hard according to the Sammy Hagar song. We can simply march there. What do you think about Sammy Hagar's solo songs, Vince?
His name sounds familiar. I don't know.
Can you name one? I can only name one solo song from Sammy Hagar.
I don't even. Oh yeah. Okay, name it. I don't
I
know.
Can't Drive 55. That's how old it was
Okay.
when the speed
I'm a
limit
big-
here was
yeah.
55.
Ah, okay.
I mean, I'm okay with Sammy Hagar when he's with Van Halen. I definitely prefer David Lee Roth.
Yeah. He's good.
Right.
He's good. David Lee Roth. Yeah.
All right. Otto says Vince is a funny guy who's also pretty nice.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Now, maybe Otto meant to put a full stop after pretty.
No.
Platonic Cuddler says the puddle, this hole was made for me. That's about the clock thing, I think.
Okay.
Mr. E-Man gifted 10 MC2 Live memberships.
Boom.
Thank you for that. Everybody be sure to thank your gifter. And then Lord Illuminus Pooh says, vote Illuminus Pooh for dictator. Vote for me, and you'll never have to vote again.
I mean, on this topic, I'm certain. I'm certain there's an elite that is trying to enslave us, and they're almost doing it. By 2030, that's the goal.
By
Remember
2030.
those words.
All right. We'll
We're
be
closing
back.
in.
We'll be
We're
back in
closing
6
in that.
years. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm
Closing
checking in on Dion. He had a little delay. Checking. He's typing.
Okay.
He's typing.
All
Come
right.
on, Dion. Finish typing.
Type, man. Type.
Eddie Reese says, I think Vince could be saved. He's just been misled.
Sounds like a religious guy. You will be saved.
I have to keep the camera off for this round because I'm heading home while we do the show.
That's boring, but yeah. let me just say this. There has to be a creator, okay? Like a programmer for a video game while McToon is writing. Let me get this in. There has to be a programmer for a video game. Otherwise, how can the video game get created? It won't. It will just be random codes, man. Random codes. There needs to be an intelligence behind it.
I don't think this is a video game. But even if it
Why
is
not?
a simulation, it's still a sphere inside the simulation.
I mean, it's possible that it could be a sphere because
Oh,
in a video game, everything's possible. But it doesn't make sense. It makes way more sense to make it on a plane. Why would the creator make it on a ball? Doesn't make sense. By the way,
that's literally a great example of a non sequitur. Oh, I love this. Yeah, make that full screen.
yeah. Why is he so aggressive?
I want a full screen. No, make it bigger. Make it bigger.
I'm doing it. Hold on.
Oh, I love this. Look at that.
Why is he?
Boom! Give it to him. No,
Why
go
is
back.
he
Go back.
punching?
You want me to knock you in the head?
You're the one who said you
There it
walked
is.
on the moon when you did.
Hit him. Hit him.
Hold on. Why
Get
should he
Buzz.
hit him?
Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him.
Why
Ready?
should he hit
Ready?
him?
Boom! Oh, I love that. I love that. I could watch that on loop for days.
You know,
Boom!
that to me kind of tells me that he is, he's not confident.
That tells me that he's given that jerk what he deserves.
All right.
That guy's been
I
an
think
ass that guy's been an ass to Buzz for years, and he deserves it.
I think it's weird. Just say, yeah, I swear on the Bible, we went there and done deal. You know what I mean? Done deal.
Oh, so if he had, if one of the Apollo astronauts had sworn on the Bible, you'd say, oh, they went to the moon.
I mean, it would make it look less suspicious. Absolutely, it would be like, okay, he looks
that's
like
his
he
personal,
he looks
choice.
like he means what he says. Yeah, he went to the moon, but punching him in the face.
Well, I just want to really get you to commit to what it means to
Well,
what would you say if somebody had, because it seems to you that you think it's important that they should.
No, but it just makes me more suspicious that they don't. That's all. I'm not saying that if they did, that I would have said, I would have said, okay, they went to the moon. No, I would still think that they didn't went to the moon because of the things I've seen.
Okay, then why would you even bring it up?
But I'm just saying it just makes it more suspicious. That's all.
You shouldn't bring it up because in fact, one of them did swear in the Bible.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. But the other guys did not. They got pissed.
I think in total 3 of them did, if I remember correctly.
All right, is this a Bible? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I need to check that out.
Are you hearing it?
Yeah.
And I want you to put that on film. It's ludicrous. I swear under penalty of perjury. I swear under penalty of perjury. Treason. And eternal damnation. That I walked on the moon during Apollo 17. That I walked on the moon on Apollo 17 for 75 hours. I lived on the moon on Apollo 17 for 75 hours. Well, 6 other astronauts did not swear in the Bible when they had the opportunity.
There we go.
Hold on, let me see what it says there. Why did you cut it off there, McToon? Just say what it says there.
Well, that's fine. I probably, you know why they didn't? The same reason I almost didn't, because it's absolutely ludicrous for you to ask me that. I probably would have done with the other 6 there because I'm just as stubborn as anybody.
There you go. That's why.
Okay.
So he did. So you can't bring that up.
Okay, that's fair.
So all right. I'm going to, so I've got Dion Smo coming up here.
Yeah.
But Vince, thank you. I think it'd be great if you were to come back sometime.
Absolutely. But to talk about flat Earth, right? I mean,
what else?
Do you do other subjects? Because
5G.
Flat Earth, 5G.
Yeah.
So flat Earth and 5G.
Yeah. 5G is safer.
You're gonna cook me on that too. You like to have me back on to cook me, right? With that 5G.
Yeah, this is fun.
All right, I'm up for it. I'm up for letting me be cooked as long as I can, throw in some stuff in between your cooking. You know what I mean?
No.
I have no problem.
All right.
I have no problem with stuff.
All right. Well, I'm
Yeah.
going to. We're gonna switch over to Dion. It's gonna be in a separate video. I'm gonna play the outro here, and then switch over to Dion. But Vince, thank you very much for
Yeah,
joining me.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
And everybody else, if some of the mods can drop in the link to the next one, so that everybody else can get there. And all right, we'll see y'all later.
All right. Take care.
Here we go.
MC2, drop that beat.
All right, let it flow. Let yourself go. So I know that is the tempo.
So, yeah, let's do this song.
Let's do this. Yo, it's MC2 the debunking tycoon. I shatter flat earthers, make them face the moon. Your attempts are decent, but they'll swoon in the face of my logic like a deflated balloon.
Oh, MC2, the one soon cartoons. On the real say, send it first to their dues. Your theories are like old brews, sweeping ignorance or just spreading the views.
FDFB stands for fumbling the facts, evidently. I drop truth bombs so splendidly. Your approach is soft, mine's unrelenting. I bring the science while you're just venting.
MC2, the buffoon with silver spoons. I tackle pseudoscience, make them change their tune. You're the sidekick, I'm the rude. When it comes to debunking, I'm the rude.
In the rizzle dizzle. But hey, FTFE, we share the creed to educate and debunk the plant the seed. Though in this rap, it's clear indeed I got the upper hand than word indeed. All right, hold on a second. The Zoom call died. Everything died. No.